Yo, what's up? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you're having a great day so far. Ready for the stream. What we got for this lovely Thursday? Thank you all so much for being here. And thank you, Ant Nuts, for the first sub of the stream in those 8 months. Appreciate you, Ant Nuts. Thank you. Nice to see you as well, Ant Nuts. Nice to see you as well. We've got some exciting stuff going on. I didn't know if this was going to be a thing, but I got word this week that we are going to have some Paradox Rift to open tomorrow, thanks to the lovely people over at the Pokemon Company International. Check this out. We have got 2 Paradox Rift Elite Trainer boxes. Thank you, J-Car, for that sub and the 54 months. Yo, J-Car, one of the OGs. Thank you. We've also got 2 booster boxes. I mean, this is a large amount of product for the new set, so I'm very excited, especially since, I mean, I'm not getting Japanese product for this set. So really, I am depending on the English product to be able to create content with. Hopefully, you all got to check out the Goldango EX video that I released yesterday. I am very pleased with how that turned out. I think Pig Chef did a fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic job with the editing. It just was a really fun video. And I think there was a lot of things that really kind of all clicked and came together for that specific video that made it a success. I mean, first of all, Goldango is just a funny and fun Pokemon, and me and Jesse were just kind of having a fun time playing with it. And then also the card is like good, so that certainly helped that the card was very good. It's a lot easier to create content about cards when they can do stuff. So that was awesome. The card was good and easy to be inspired to make a video about it. You know, thanks, Ant Nuts, and thank you all for the kind words. I appreciate that. Thank you, Blunter Bargains. Thank you. But yes, so that was a lot of fun to make, and I'm very pleased with how that went. Now we are working on the Roaring Moon video next. So Roaring Moon should go out probably sometime early-ish next week, and then we're gonna try and create a couple more tabletop videos before the set comes out on TCG Live. Would like to get a Iron Hands video out, and Stexon says, any update on sourcing pre-release product? No, absolutely not. I have gotten no updates on. Yep, nope, not been able to. I would love to do a midnight pre-release style stream here tomorrow night, but I don't have any pre-release product. I've contacted some sources, but have not heard back. So maybe I could try a Hail Mary. One more outreach to somebody, but yeah, got nothing right now. Thank you, Gab, for the sub and the 57 months. Listen, we're just pretending that the pre-release for this set doesn't exist, okay? That's just what I'm doing. I'm going to pretend it doesn't exist. It cannot hurt me. Yeah, just have to try to pretend that, what pre-release? I've never done a pre-release. I've never heard of pre-releases. And then, next set we'll catch back up where we left off. I just really enjoy doing the pre-release streams and the pre-release content because it's fun. It's different, it's a different pace of content, and really it's the closest thing to a sealed format that the Pokemon TCG has, right? So every set that comes out is is an opportunity to kind of play that sealed format and show it off. And you know, it's not the pre-release formats aren't like incredible, but they're fun and they're novel and they're something that I like to do for every set, right? I do enjoy them. I don't think that there's a lot of, you know, repeat playability with them. You know, I think like once you've played the pre-release format like a handful of times, you're probably good, right? But it is fun. Oh, am I just missing the pre-release opportunity because I pulled the chase card every time? Yeah, that's one of them for sure. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Well, I'll try hitting up a few more people to see if there's anything I can do. There's pre-releases happening around the area, but the thing is, like, I just want to do a midnight one from the studio like I've always done. But I don't even know what, like, the thing, we don't know. I don't know what the chase card's going to be from this set. I don't know what the secret art rares look like. I mean, tomorrow morning's going to be so hype. You realize, we don't know what's in these. I mean, like, we have an idea. We know some of the cards, right? Like, we know Goldango EX going to be in here. We know Roaring Moon's going to be in here. But other than that, like, I mean, we don't really know what a lot of, I guess some of you have probably watched some of those leaky TikTokers who illegally sourced their boxes. Didn't you? You watched it, didn't you? You watched that content. Yeah, well, not me, all right? I haven't seen any of the leaks yet, so I don't really know what to expect. I don't know what to expect from the opening. So that's very hype. I'm going to be opening these tomorrow morning, and we'll just see what we get. Now, I did also receive this booster bundle from the Pokemon Company International, which is very cool. But we are going to hand these out as little trick-or-treat gifts for our trick-or-treaters. So I'm not going to open this on stream. We're going to be we're handing out candy and Pokemon cards for Halloween this year at the Mahone household. So very excited about that. Thanks TPCI for the booster bundle. I'm going to hand those out to the neighborhood kids, and then we're going to open these tomorrow morning. So that is that. Let's see. We got anything else going on that we should talk about? Any other news before we get started? Kingdra from Ancient Roar. It's a pretty dope looking Seadra. Reveal the top 6 cards of your deck. 60 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each energy you find there. Holy smokes. Oh, that's fun. The Oddish. This is the Oddish, bro? The Oddish from Path to the Peak. That's hilarious. Oh, man, that's funny. There it is. Yo, the Path to the Peak postcards. Oh, how fun. That's the Oddish, guys. It's the Oddish. All right, sweet. That looks like that's about it. Cool, yeah. So hopefully you guys liked the Goldango video. I felt like that was I really love the way that turned out. Those of you guys that haven't seen, there's a lot of fun edits and stuff in the video.
Oh, Jess.
Show you the Make It Rain real quick.
Damage. G2 Goldango EX. Bench Bidoof. And Make it rain
Oh my word.
for 250 damage.
Oh my goodness, that's quite the response there.
Yes.
These Pokemon are so funny.
Make it rain for 250 damage. Your Iron Hands is out of here.
There you go. Here's your energy back.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry.
Here's your-
Very fun. Yeah, Pig Chef was really popping off with that one. You love to see it. So we got Roaring Moon coming up next. And yeah, thanks, COT. The gold at the start. Yeah. I'm glad you like the gold member reference. Yes, the Austin Powers. Hopefully you guys like that. Oh yeah, dude. If someone actually makes it rain at the regional championships, I mean that's gonna be epic for sure. I think we're all hoping for that. Like what if somebody makes it rain at the regional championships? Is that poor sportsmanship? Sorry, Judge, I'm just doing what I saw on Tricky Jim. No. It'll be fine. Oh yeah, I did love the little the drawings animations that Pig put in. I mean, yeah, his little flares make the whole experience so fun. Let's see. Can we put the chat up? Do I want to go first? Yes. Where are you, chat? There you are. This deck's broken, dude. All right, today's the day, y'all. Today is the day. Toedscruel. Looks like I'm up against some Rotom deck with my broken Toedscruel deck. We've got double battle VIP pass to get the game started. Love to see that. And a judge. Or I could squawk and also seize. These are options available to us. Let's see. We do have Lilligant V-Star. I think squawk and seize is probably good. That way I just have a higher chance of finding something meaningful. Other than this judge. Judge is cool and all, but not necessarily the strongest turn 2 supporter. You probably want to judge once you have Bibarel set up. And then we'll do this again. And we're going to get Squawk and Toedscruel. And then in order to get a turn 2 attack for maximum damage, I have to manually attach to Squawkabilly and to Lilligant because I can accelerate to everybody else. So I'll manually attach to Squawkabilly and then Squawk and Seize. Oh, thank you, Jack and Kyle Neal, for those subs. I appreciate it. Kyle Neal with the 50 months, Jack with the 34 months. Thank you all so much. And unfortunately, that Squawk hand is not very good. Yes. This is bad. So hoping that I can top deck a supporter or an Ultra Ball or something like that. I do have Squawkabilly. I mean, if push comes to shove, I can motivate and accelerate some grass energy from my discard pile. I could also dance gracefully. But hand is feeling pretty jam right now. I got instant charge. We top deck Ultra Ball. Okay, so we're still chugging along. Ultra Ball away, Battle VIP Pass, and probably the Cherubi, the Toedscruel in there. Okay. I'm going to get, I guess, if I get just Lilligant, I mean, my hand is kind of nuts. I could just pop off. So I think we're just going for Lilligant V-Star. Thank you, Design Sensei, for that gifted sub. Appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, check this out. I mean, this is why this deck is so cool. Because you're like, okay, Lilligant just going to set the whole thing up. Star Perfume. Then you can go get these two, and then just the rest energy. That's all you need. And you have a retreat. Why does Cherrim have a retreat cost of 2? It's like a big question that I have, but it's fine. We could just go here and then retreat into the Toedscruel and then evolve into Cherrim. And then we go Spring Bloom. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. And check us out. Boom. Toedscruel EX. Colonial Rush. 240 damage. Turn 2, baby. Let's go. We're out here smacking things with the Toedscruel EX. We'll take our 2 prizes. 2 amazing cards off the prizes as well. And look at that. Easy turn 2, 240 damage. We could do turn 3, 280 damage. No problem. If they knock out my Toedscruel EX, I've got a response easy with a backup Toedscruel EX. My opponent is trying to get as many tools in the discard pile as possible so they can use Scrap Short, I guess, to knock me out. But, oh, and they play Cramorant too, huh? Well, do they get cards into the Lost Zone? They don't have any cards in the Lost Zone yet. Reconstitute. I mean, how many tools are we talking? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still only 4. Discard any amount of cards from your hand. Draw that many cards. And then Scrap Pulse. 80 plus 40. But the thing is, they don't have a lot of cards in their hand. They've only got 3. So really, Conversion Star is not going to be doing a lot for them right now. I mean, in most, they can like discard 3 and draw 3. It's not very good. Which is why V-Star powers like, Hisuian Zoroarks are just better. Discard your hand and draw, 6 or 7 or whatever. Looks like my opponent is using 4 Sealstone instead, so they'll do that. I'm wondering if there's any one card that can kind of keep them in the game at this point. I don't think so. I'm already up 2 prizes. They don't have a backup attacker. I mean, there's so many things that are just going to go wrong for my opponent here. In the next couple turns, I do fully expect to just win this game in 4 turns total. It's kind of what the vibes are looking like. We can get that Manaphy, thin it out of the deck, Ultra Ball away. Those 2 cards get the Bibarel and Industrious Incisors. All we need is 1 Grass Energy, and we're doing 280 damage. Sure enough, there's a Grass right there. And then that's cool. We'll just Colony Rush. 280 damage, save the boss's orders. I don't think that we'll necessarily need it. There's definitely a possibility that they don't attack this turn, in which case I just boss up the Articuno for game. And I have all 4 Professor's Research in my hand. Yup. So that's pretty funny. No wonder I prized a bunch of Professor's Research. No wonder I didn't find a draw supporter off of that Squawk and Seas. Yes, I prized 3. Yeah. No wonder I didn't find any off of that Squawk. I was like, dang, really was hoping to find a research here. How did they spit? You finally got cards into the Lost Zone, huh? That's crazy. Oh, I guess you Lost Zone cards with the... see? That makes sense. I get it now. Yeah, there's no way I'll be able to draw everything that I need here, so I'm just going to research anyway. I could find the escape rope knockout we could do, though. It's possible. Rod in 2 grass there. Rod in 2 more grass. Okay. And then I mean, still, I'm only drawing 2 cards off Industrious Incisors, so like the odds of me drawing the cards that I need. You do want to evolve this. So if I have 3 bench Pokemon, I'm doing 200. So I'm still going to be a little bit short, which is fine. Yeah, I'm probably going to motivate. Yeah, thank you, Dart. Appreciate the kind words there. Probably going to motivate, but if I do draw into 2 grass here off of Industrious Incisors, I just win. So, dang. Yeah, we're just going to motivate. Okay. No, we're not going to motivate. Dang. Because I put all my grass back into the deck. That's right. No motivation. It's fine. It's fine. We got them right where we want them. So we've got this under control, chat. Yeah, thank you, Sarah, for the sub and the 18 months. Right. It's just a 2 prize bait, so they leave the Rotom in the active. Precisely. This is fine. Got plenty of energy in the deck. Who are you Lysandering? Cherim? That's so rude. All right, I'm down all my rods now and all my Cherims. All right, this is actually like mildly problematic at this point. Am I about to lose to this deck? No, no, no. Come on. Baby. Well, yeah, there's like a chance I lose. No, we ain't losing this. Come on. There's my grass energies, yes. So then I go here and I motivate and accelerate that other energy here. Okay. And by doing that, there we go. If they bring up Rotom V-Star, I knock it out with either of these guys. Right? Right. Okay. We're just fine, chats. Got the whole situation under control. Listen, the Cramorant... the Cramorant's giving me more problems than I thought I would have. It is. For sure. But that's okay. Well, they can hit my Squawk for 110. Who cares? Second Cram, I'm done. I know, right? There should be a Boss's Orders in my deck that I could just win with, but I don't know where it is right now. So, yeah, we do not have it. Let's take a look at the old deck situation. There is a Boss's Orders in the deck, which would just win me the game instantly. So we'll attach here and go for it. Industrious Incisors. See? You guys are sweating for nothing, dude. No reason to sweat. We had it the whole time, bro. 230 damage to the Galarian Articuno. Goodbye, Rotom V-Star deck. There we go. No issues there whatsoever. Almost cooked. Last time I checked, almost a loss is still a win, baby. That's right. Would like to play against a Lost Box deck or two, and get to kind of show off what Toedscruel does. Dang, just 5 Grass Energy and an Ultra Ball. Man, this hand reeks. They're playing Baxcalibur. Oh boy. Okay. I've got kind of a... Looks like I'm up against Baxcalibur, Chenpao EX. I've got a lackluster opening hand, but it's cool. Since I opened Squawkabilly, I can actually do a turn 1 Motivate. I can Ultra Ball away 2 Grass Energy and then get a Pokemon powered up real quick. But since Baxcalibur is going first, they're going to have the opportunity to be able to get out the gates quickly with a big 2-prize knockout and then kind of lead the trade, which is not something that I'm terribly excited about. We do have Snorlax, though, and maybe we can try to, rearrange the prize race with Snorlax at some point in the game, so that's why he's here. I'd love to put that dude into play, and we'll Ultra Ball away these, see if our Lilligant V-Star is in the deck. Now, putting that thing into play is a little bit sketchy because, I want Manaphy, I want a Cherubi, I want Bidoof. I mean, you want so many different things, but I do feel like I'm probably not going to be in this game if I don't go fast with Hisui and Lilligant V-Star. So we're going to do that. And Iono. And we find a real solid looking hand. We definitely want the Manaphy because we have to worry about Bibarel. And then it's got to be, or not, did I say Bibarel? I got to worry about, Radiant Greninja. That's it. And then we want to get Bidoof. Do we need Bidoof? No, it's a no Bidoof angle. We're going Cherubi and Toedscruel. Yeah. That's that's what we're doing. And then I can either motivate, but I have to find a grass if I want to do that. Or I can toss up a single prizer and say, you don't have it like that. Which is also valid. So motivation would give me a pretty good chance of being able to respond to this Chien-Pao. Let's level ball so I can think a little bit more. I think I'm just going to hold this hand. Level ball for Cherim, and then I can switch into Snorlax and pass. Nah, we'll still go. All right, level ball for this guy. Switch into Snorlax, and we'll Squawk and Seize. That's fine. I'll probably find another research off this. He didn't. And then we do have level ball. We do have Toedscruel. I mean, we're doing okay. Let's do one grass energy onto Squawkabilly. Level ball for Cherim and pass. And we're hoping that they kind of just have to take the KO on the Snorlax, and that then I can win the 2-prize trade by just going, 2-4-6 and winning. It would have felt good to motivate, but then also leaving a Squawkabilly active against a Baxcalibur deck is just really bad. Well, Stexon, ask a good question. Isn't that just inviting Judge or Iono by using level ball for the Cherim? Yes, which is why I did it, because this hand stinks. Yes, see, it's like mind tricks, right? You do things like that, you're like, actually, I would like to. So the reason you level ball for the Cherim there is because my hand is dead, right? My hand is dead, and I'm trying to thin my deck as much as possible to increase the odds that I draw a live card off the top of the deck. And every single card matters. Like, so if, like, next turn, if I top deck this Cherim when I had level ball in my hand, it's like, that's a waste of a top deck. Whereas I know I want the Cherim next turn, so I'm going to level ball the Cherim out of my deck, which then increases the odds that I top deck a good card, right? So that's why we do it. Now, usually it's best practices to not do that, right? Usually you don't want to use your search card for a card before, because you want to see your top deck. But then you're always asking yourself, all right, what do I want off the top of my deck? When you're playing the game, there's so many different questions that you ask yourself. And one of them is like, all right, what am I hoping to do next turn? What am I hoping to, to top deck? And it's like, all right, next turn I'd like to top deck a supporter. In order to increase my odds of top decking a supporter, I should thin my deck of as many Pokemon or energy that I possibly can to make it more likely that I'll find one, right? So then it's just all these different kind of logic questions just lead you to what you ought to be doing every turn. And that's kind of how you just navigate a game of Pokemon cards. All right, don't knock out the Snorlax. And we find Super Rod off the top. Which is not really helpful for us. So I am hoping that we find Ultra Ball off of this Pokestop. That would be good. Think we can do it? Come on! Life is pain. It's fine. We'll evolve into Cherim and attach a grass energy to Lilligant and Spring Bloom to Toedscruel, evolve into Toedscruel and pass. Superior now. Yeah, I'm in a little bit of trouble. I mean, they're just set up and rolling. If they gust this turn, time to pack it up. Not gonna lie, having to have bench room for Manaphy. I mean, granted, we also squawked this game and we set up Lilligant. I mean, it was having to find room for Manaphy too is like not fun. I really don't love that. They might not gust. I don't know. They might not. You never know. Concealed cards. I'm not super familiar with the Columbus area. It's a few hours away from Akron. But I know there's some Columbus locals in the Tricky Gym Discord if you want to hit up the Tricky Gym Discord. Specifically, Nikhil and Andrew Dankus both live in Columbus. Oh, this is way too many energy. It's got me worried. But there's a boss's orders coming. Don't do it to me. Ah, we're chilling. Okay. We're fine. Top deck right here about to be wonderful. A level bolt. A level bolt does not do it. I need to find one of my 3 Ultra Balls here. I'm a Baltimore fan that lives in Ohio. Yes, sir. I grew up outside Baltimore. And now I live in Akron. Do I ever go up to mentor? Not usually. No. I've been there, but not usually motivated to head up that way. Eyes on Fire art. Yes, I love it there too. Has the Toad deck earned a name yet? No. Is Akron nice? It's the best city in the world. Love this place. Code 19, you take that back. Listen, if you like Pokemon cards, there's no better place to live than Akron, Ohio. Pokemon TCG Capital, USA. Looks like I'm up against a Gardevoir deck. My opponent's got a pair of Ralts and a turn 1 Roar of the Sword. And it looks like they're loading energy up onto this Ralts. We top deck Battle VIP Pass. Cool. And let's see what we got going on. Lilligant V-Star is in the deck. Cherubster right here. I mean, honestly, this hand is cool. It's got just about everything we need. I don't really want to research away a Cherim and a Bibarel, and I don't want to Iono my opponent's 4-card hand to 6. So we got Cherubi, we got Lilligant, and then we can level ball for the Toad attached to Lilligant, and I guess we will just research. That's okay. I need more basic Pokemon, so we're going to do that. Because there's always a possibility that they could get the turn 2 Cresselia. If they turn 2 Cresselia, my Cherubi, I mean, we're in a bad spot for sure, but we're saying they're not going to do that. No way, Co19. Akron is where it's at. Yeah, Akron rules, honestly. The reason it's the best place for Pokemon cards is because we've got AJ Schumacher, who is one of the most experienced judges and tournament organizers in the history of the Pokemon TCG, is right here. We've got many successful card shops in this area, including Full Grip Games, which is going to be running its own tournament series this time next year because we're renovating our own tournament hall where we're going to host regular, like, big cash money tournaments. And Full Grip Games is also the home of Gym Leader Challenge formats, and we host a Gym Leader Challenge League every single week for store credits. It's a lot of fun. We have a good turnout for that. All right, let's go. We're partying here. Now I can go with Snorlax and take a knockout with Snorlax right now, which is pretty cool. I'm thinking that's fine. We'll just kind of get this whole thing set up. I could gust somebody with Snorlax, but we'll just kind of lead the way with Snorlax. Do this. Get Hisui and Lilligant. The other great thing about Akron, Ohio, is that it's extremely affordable to live here, which means that you can spend more money on Pokemon cards. See, that's not enough people talking about that. There we go. Boom. Spring Bloom. And then we go Pow Pow. And then research. Dang, this deck's broken. Broken deck, bro. And look, I've got all these pokes that can hit maximum damage. Thumping Snore for 180. And take our prize card. Brett says, since Hawthorne Heights was brought up a minute ago, I've heard that each band member separately says they still live in Ohio because it's affordable. That's what I'm saying. It's incredible. I feel like I could do whatever I want living here. Yo, this Snorlax is staying woke. Not to mention, the Midwest, generally speaking, the Midwest is the place to live if you want to play a card game, because if you go and live like on the West Coast, you think all of the beautiful people with access to beaches and sand and sunshine, you think all of those beautiful people in California and on the West Coast, you think they're going to spend the majority of their time playing Pokemon cards or go doing other things, okay? They're going to go do other things, right? But in the Midwest, where it's crusty and it's winter half of the year and the weather's always terrible, what are we going to do with our time? Okay, we're going to spend our time inside playing Pokemon cards. That's why the Midwest is the place to live if you really take your card gaming seriously. The same with the East Coast. The East Coast is so busy. Got less so on the East Coast than the West Coast. Like that's why it's like there's a lot more trading card game stuff going on the East Coast. But even still, if you live on the East Coast, you probably got better things to do than to stay inside playing card games. The Midwest, this is what we do here. All right, we play cards. And our rent is so cheap that we can afford to do it. Yeah, see, Jacob's got it. Ohio's the best Pokemon state because that's all there is to do. That and roller coasters, okay? There's roller coasters here too. Cedar Point. See, we've got the boss. Is my gloves are not in the deck. They're prized, which is like omega cringe. I would like to judge Riono right now because my opponent's hand is massive, but it's fine. All right, let's attach here. That's fine. Sketchy, but also fine. Get that. Spring Bloom. And Industrious Incisors for 4. And we've got Boss and Research with a Rod. What's my boss situation like? I think we just kind of save the bosses. Not having access to Hand Disruption is really cringe here, but there's nothing over there worth bossing. Hitting the Zacian for 180 doesn't really matter. It's fine. Spring Bloom. And I'll just take this knockout. Thumping Snore for 180. There's my Cleansing Gloves. Okay. So we can hit 310 now, which is big. I need my opponent to just knock out my Snorlax one of these turns, though. If they have Gust knockout on like a Toedscruel again, I mean, come on. Do I ever flop at a challenge, and how do I get back up? I've never gone 0-4. Well, first of all, I've never gone 0-4 because I've never gone 0-3, and I've never gone 0-3 because I've never gone 0-2. Yeah. I don't know. But if I did ever go 0-2, I would drop, and therefore would never be able to go 0-3. Yes. So... you just shake it off. Bad variance. You're chilling. I think, I mean, like, things happen. I definitely have bad tournament runs. I mean, it happens all the time. But if I did ever go 0-2, I would just drop. Because if it's not your day, it's not your day. Just like, yeah, pick it up. Whatever. It's like, that's part of my cope, is if I'm having a bad day, like, I just drop and go do something else. I don't force myself to, like, play if I'm not having a good day. And that's part of how I keep myself, like, mentally in the game, right? Because just getting, like, kicked around when you're having a bad day is, like, not fun, right? So like, if you're 0-3, by God, stop playing. Go. You'll get them next time, but today ain't your day. All right, let's see. So we can go Super Rod back in, Cherubi and Cherum. I'm down one boss. Cherubi, Cherum, and grass. Sure. And then Ultra Ball away, Judge and Toedscruel for Cherubi. Okay. And switch and Industrious Incisors. We can attach this here and boss that. And Colon Rush for 280. Pokefangirl, play Pokemon for fun because competitive games make you nervous. I get that too. I mean, frankly, like, I can't play Smash Brothers or anything like that because the speed and, like, you know, kind of hyperfixation required is not one of my strengths. So I play Pokemon because the pace, I really like the pace of Pokemon cards as a competitive game goes. Like, that's much more my comfort zone than playing, like, real-time strategy games and, like, you know, fighting games and Stuff like that. Like, my brain doesn't handle that kind of stuff well. All right. That was my last boss's orders, unfortunately. So they have boss. Who are you bossing? My Snorlax? I mean, so what? They could boss my Snorlax and then Moonglow reverse Cherubi or something? And that's fine, honestly. Because then they still have to boss knock out my Toedscruel for game. And they might not be able to do that. Yeah, I tried to play it. What did they just try to do? You can't! Denied! Let's go! Denied! Yes, Cherubi is no, they tried Cherubi. Cherubi is immune to all effects of attacks. Prevent all effects of attacks. Cherubi's got an ability that they did not read, bro. And Cresselia's Moonglow reverse is an effect of an attack. And you gotta admit, it's not every day you play against, you know, a Cherubi. I get it. Most people don't read the cards. It's even worse in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, you seen how much text is on those things? Oh yeah, Toedscruel EX's ability would have stopped anything with an energy, yeah. Exactly. Oh yeah, I played Rocket League for a little bit, but I just can't. It's like I can't handle the stress of playing a game like that. It's not good for me. Yo, let's go, Design Sensei. Broken deck. Let's go. Yes, I prefer games that are not based on reflexes. It's not my strength. We've got a pretty terrible looking opening hand. This is the opposite of what you want. You're going to want... Oh, thank God. I'm trying to test for the Toronto Regional Championships, and my opponent's playing Toedscruel. All right, let's go. Frankly, if I'm playing a Lost Box deck and my opponent's like queuing up with the Toedscruel, like, yeah, I'm having... Someone give me a real meta deck to play against. Man. All right. Am I allergic to Battle VIP passes? What's going on here? What's going on? Another one. Looks like I'm up against a Lost Box deck, and I've got a pretty terrible opening hand. But I am up against a Lost Box deck, so maybe we can figure this out. That's fine. I'll attach an energy to Cherubi and just pass. That's okay. And we'll see what we can do. I mean, we really would like to see a Battle VIP pass there. One Battle VIP pass changes. See, they've got one. Why not me? It's not fair. What did they do to deserve that Battle VIP pass? Another one. Save some for the needy. All right, it's Charizard Lost Box. I should be able to win this matchup. Hypothetically. This is going to be their second card in the Lost Zone. They still haven't used Colress yet. But, there it is. Okay, so they're probably going to get a knockout on my Manaphy with the Cramorants. It's fine. I don't need this Manaphy in this matchup. If they escape up again, that's going to be not great because then they're going to force up this Cherubi since I have to keep the Bibarel in order to draw cards next turn. And there's the switch cards. Cramorant spit innocently for the KO. They've got 4 cards in the Lost Zone, 2 Fire Energy and a Sableye. That's fine. We're going to promote Cherubster and hopefully draw out of this mess right here. And that research will certainly help us to do so. No need to play the Rod. We're just going to let it rip. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Okay. That is tough, huh? Okay, we're going to get a Toedscruel. And then we're going to evolve there and Spring Bloom an energy to each of these guys. And then switch into Toedscruel and Industrious Incisors for 3 and pray I find another one. Okay, we did. Cool. Go here, level ball again. Get another Toedscruel. Okay. Spring Bloom to that one. And we're stabilizing a little bit, but it's not great. This deck plays a lot of switch cards, so the odds of that sleep sticking are almost none. But it's hypothetically possible. Theoretically possible. Oh boy. I mean, if they set up Charizards, we only got 1 boss left because we had to research a boss, so that's not good. I do feel like maybe I want a Palpad in here, but there is a lot that you have to fit, right, into the deck. And consistency is sometimes one of the toughest things to get right with this deck, since we do have to set up 3 different stage 1s. I mean, maybe 4 if you count Hisuian, Lilligant, V-Star. It's a lot of different stage 1 Pokemon. I mean, there's no stage 2s, thankfully, which does help a little bit, but we've got Charon, we've got Bibarel, we've got Toedscruel EX, and we've got the Lilligant V-Star. There's a lot going on there. I've only got 1 Charmander out. And if they spit, they will go down to 4 prizes. It's fine. I can Iono. I do have this Iono here in my hands. I can also go up with Snorlax and kind of force an odd prize at some point in the match. We'll send this guy up and then prepare for an Iono. Let's Spring Bloom to the active. And then Industrious Incisors for 3. That is a good find. With the Toedscruel and another Beaverell. Then we can Industrious Incisors for 2. And Judge. Or Iono. I mean, we could Judge now. We could Judge now. Let's see. What do I have another Judge in the discard pile already? I don't. Let's just Iono here. Yeah, it's fine. Ultra Ball those away. I think we're getting... I mean, Snorlax is a good dude to have. We'll get the Snorlax out and then maybe find another Toad off the Iono. We did not. That's okay. We do just find 3 energy for the Snorlax, which is like fine though. Kind of get that guy loaded up. And then Cleansing Gloves, I do not think will matter, so we'll just slap those down. And then Colony Rush for 200. And we'll take our first prize of the game. I was checking that. We've got 1 Rod down, 1 Switch card down. I've still got Escape Rope. I've still got Boss. With Research in the hand. If they can't, they shouldn't be able to like take a knockout on my Toedscruels anytime soon, because they, I mean, what are they going to do? They could Radiant Charizard it, I guess, if they play that, but they might also play Radiant Greninja. I'm not sure. Kind of have to see. And Charizard EX, like they can't bring out Charizard EX until later in the game, right? Because I one-hit KO Charizard EX like mad easy. And Snorlax is also really good against Lost Box. I mean, at this point, Sableye is not doing anything, and Cramorant has been neutralized because 110 damage just isn't doing a lot to this board now. I've got a lot of big guys. Snorlax, Toedscruel. All my little dudes are evolved up now. And with Protective Mycelium, I mean, they can't even place damage counters on any of my dudes with Sableye, so long as they have energy. And then, Unfazed Fat, protects against Sableye. Even Cherubi's got the Lively Fruit ability, which protects against Sableye. So this entire deck is kind of anti-Sableye. Spit Innocently. This is going to be a good time to just kind of retreat this guy. And probably go in with Snorlax. Or we could Rope, which is also just fine. And I'm thinking that's probably what we're going to do. That, or I could save the Rope in case the Snorlax stays asleep and they don't, like, deal with it, right? I have 1 Rod left in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 5 energy left as well. So I can retreat. That's fine. Well, let's Industrious Incisors for 1 and see what we see. It's an Ultra Ball. That's a good rip there. Ultra Ball away those. And we can get another Toedscruel. Check my energy count in deck. Check to see if my Rod's there. The Boss is there, the Judge's there, the Iono's there, the Rod's there, and there's 3 energy in the deck. Okay, so I have some prized. Put that dude down. Industrious Incisors. Okay. And I say we just retreat into Snorlax. And we're trying to force the odd prize. We're going to pop that for 180. To tie things up, we save the Escape Rope. Because Snorlax might not wake up. And they might not be able to knock it out, right? So we want to save that. And we've got 3 energy in the deck and a Rod. The problem is with both those energy off the Toedscruel, That Toedscruel is not really like poised to be able to attack next turn, because I have to attach twice, and Spring Bloom can only attach to non-rule box Pokemon. Let's see what they've got with their hand right now, though. I mean, do they have, like, Rare Candy Charizard Boss to take out my Toedscruel? They got Radiant Charizard in the deck. I mean, that's just so scary, right? Escape Rope. I'm okay with that. We'll send up a Bibarel. I don't need two. And they've got the Radiant Charizard. I mean, we know what the Radiant is now. I do have to worry about that Radiant at the end of the game, which is another reason why just Snorlax is such a big help in these kinds of situations, since I can threaten the Radiant Charizard with Snorlax, and I don't have to have a Fire Weak Pokemon attacking at all times, and that's just really good for what we're trying to do. We do have to find probably our Rod and a Hand Disruption card. So next turn, we'll see what they do. I mean, they might not really be able to do anything right now, right? I mean, Sableye can hit my Pokemon without grass. So the Sableye can hit Bibarel, can hit Toedscruel, and can hit this guy, right? But they did Lost Zone a Sableye earlier. They can't attack with Charizard yet. They're just going to pass. Right. We find a Grass Energy there. So let's Rope, and I'm going to see who they promote. It's probably going to be a Comfey. Now, what's funny is I could attack this Comfey with Cherim. You know, I could do it with Snorlax too. But then I'm out of switch cards, so I'm kind of just related. Yeah, I'll attack with Snorlax. All right, that's fine. But we could take the knockout with Cherim, which is kind of funny. All right, I'll take it with Snorlax. And then Spring Bloom. And Research. Okay, we've got Boss. We've got Toedscruel. It's good. I think we just go here, attach from hand here, Ultra Ball away these guys, fail it. Got 7 cards left in deck, Industrious Incisors for 3, and there's my Rod, and there's my Grass. Okay, so I've got exactly 3 Grass Energy in the discard pile. I think I can accelerate those back, or not accelerate those. I can place those back in the deck. That's fine. Just chuck all those back in. And Spring Bloom to Bibarel, Industrious Incisors for 2. And then, you know, I've pretty much just got my whole deck in my hands now, and we can Thumping Snore for 180. So I've got Hand Disruption ready. We'll see what they've got this next turn. We can Iono. We want to wake up. Let's go! All right. Stay woke, Snorlax. So now they have to deal with the Snorlax. Snorlax is woke. And in order to attack me with Radiant Charizard, they have to evolve into Charizard EX or use Mirage Gate, because they're it's going to cost 2 energy to attack with this, not just 1. And I've got flower selecting, sure. At this point, my entire board is protected from Sableye, thanks to Protective Mycelium. So no damage counters can be placed With Sableye, Snorlax cannot be down. I mean, they just have to deal with these guys with Charizards. They just have to. Now, this Charizard is scary, obviously, because it can one-hit KO my Toedscruels. But they don't have anything, which is so nuts. And then I can just boss up. Do I want to boss? Do I want to waste my only boss? I think it's my only boss available, right? It so is. If I boss up the Charizard, yeah, let's just do that. I think that's fine. Ultra Ball. It's a pretty good deck. It's a good looking deck right there. Thumping Snore. Take out the Charizard. That way if they play Clara, they can't boss and Clara in the same turn, right? And we want the Snorlax to wake up. Wake up. Wake up! No, I think we boss that. And then if they go Bush, put a little wake up. One or two. Oh, System of a Down. Good one there. I don't think you trust in my... I think I've got this one wrapped up. Because, like, even if they get the Charizard back and knock out my Snorlax, like, that's fine. Well, is it fine? I guess then I Iono and say, like, the problem is, if they get back Charizard and knock out my Snorlax while having a powered-up Charizard on the bench, then I think they've checkmated me, yeah. So we have to hope that they can't do all of that. And they cannot. And since they have 4 prizes left, well, they cannot yet, right? I mean, like, I do need to... Wake up! Why is this proving it? Why don't just knock out my Snorlax, bro? Please wake up. So sick. All right, we're chilling. They don't have it this time. You think he woke up because I said please this time? Why not retreat the lax? He was sleeping. He was asleep. That is a problem that we run into occasionally with this deck. Is that sometimes the Snorlax sleep. It is an issue. Wind up art, it's not worth it. It's because usually they're supposed to knock out the Snorlax. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You've already retreated. There's no way you have it. I mean, I play 2 switch cards. Yeah. All right, we should be clear here. Oh, no. Even if they attacked with Charizard, they've got 4 prizes left. Even if they attack with Radiant Charizard and then attacked with Charizard EX, I still won this game regardless. I think I just have to, like, Thumping Snore and just say, I'm chilling, right? I think I'm just... I mean, how many turns realistically can I stay asleep? I've got 2 Iono in the deck. I think I'm okay, right? They can't Sableye any of my things. Now, we wake up here every time. All right. It's like the opposite. But next time we wake up every time. I outlast that. They're going to knock out my Snorlax. They've been waiting for this moment. All right, now you have the Rare Candy Charizard. You've got the Radiant Charizard. You've got it all now, but none of it really matters. There's no energy in the deck. No. Now, man. Now there is. They think they're going to deck me out. It's not happening. See? Snorlax is woke. We're good to go. They got to deal with it. Yeah, what? I mean, they can, no, they just can scoop. That's it. All right, we take that. Yo, level up? With the Toedscruel deck? I'm glad you like that, Just Art. Yeah, new deck 14 kind of goes hard. What am I playing against? Oh, boy. Looks like I'm up against a Chen Pao EX deck with the broken Toedscruel. We've got a fine opening hands, but going second in this matchup does stink. Unless they got nothing. Let's go. We are chilling. This deck is broken. They didn't have anything to get going, so I'm not going to Iono them. We are just going to double Ultra Ball and start to set up this board. We do have Manaphy, great. We've got the Hisuian Lilligant V and V-Star, and this is all wonderful. So let's do that, And I'll get Hisuian Lilligant V and Research. Thankfully, we did find that Battle VIP Pass, which is all we really need at this point. We can get the Cherubi, and I can get another Toedscruel, and we're pretty much good to go. The Lilligant V-Star is going to get everything we need to take big knockouts next turn. So we'll get these 2 gamers right here, attached to the active, and sleep. Snore me. Dang it. It's all good. My Toedscruel is not long for this world. But I've got a backup Toedscruel right here, which Should be just fine. They do find Radiant Greninja and a Nest Ball off of Irida, and they're playing Palkia, which is interesting. I do want to find my Manaphy for next turn. I mean, that would be quite good. But if I'm able to evolve up this Bidoof and, you know, all my other guys, then it doesn't really matter. Looks like this is not a Baxcalibur deck. This is just a Palkia Chempao deck. So it should be as simple as just racing my opponent down, you know, 2, 4, 6. They took an odd prize there, so that shouldn't really matter. I should be able to win in 3 more turns by taking all even prizes. That's the hope anyways. Let's do that. Let's do that. And then we Spring Bloom those onto Toedscruel. And now there's something to be said for using my V-Star power now. Because if I use my V-Star power now, I can go get, like, thin my deck more, which then gives me a higher chance of finding good cards off this Judge, which I think I like. And I do think it's guaranteed if I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Energy, energy, energy. So I need to do 220. So that means that I need 80. I need 4 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll Judge first. I think I'm a little bit short, actually. So, you know, finding all grass energy there is fine. And we find the Manaphy, which is pretty big. So here we go, Star Perfume, and now we get everything that we need. We can go Toedscruel. We can go that and get these. Okay. That seems good and adequate. Evolve into Toedscruel EX. Attach 1 energy to Lilligant. Spring Bloom an energy to Cherim and Bidoof. And then I guess our last energy and attachment needs to go to Manaphy. So we'll Spring Bloom to Manaphy. And there shouldn't be an easy way for them to knock me out, I guess. I can put the Toedscruel down. That grass should have been onto the Toedscruel. I was thinking maybe limit the bench size, but I guess there is a way they could Chien-Pao me, but off a Judge, probably not. And they can only bring 3 energy back, so 4 energy doesn't take the KO. So I think I'm just fine. Yeah. We'll Colon Rush for 240. They can hit with Palkia, but Palkia only maxes out at 260. And if I don't bench here, then I'm kind of fine, right? If I don't bench here, they can only hit 240. I guess they would need Defiance Band. Yeah, they could knock out my Toedscruel. That's right. If they Melanita Palkia, but they don't have anything. Literally, I judged them into oblivion. Isn't that so sick? All right, so now I'm kind of like cruising. We'll just go here. Spring Bloom. And we'll Colonial Flush for 280 damage. Knock out your guy. Boss's orders. Feels good, man. I do need to find some sort of an Ultra Ball, Bibarel, a draw supporter. Yo, chill out on the Stormy, bro. No, don't you dare, bro. Energy Spiral, 50 damage for each energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon. Oh my gosh. Not like this, dude. Not like this. That is not good. It's cool. We top deck here every time. We do. They've got P. Diddy over here. And they can accelerate 3 energy. But if they don't have a switch, see? Do they have a switch? They don't have a switch. You're done, Buster. Yeah, get this thing over here. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, that Starmie has got to go. And then I'll take my 2. I'm not even playing supporter cards, bro. Who needs them? And that Starmie would have been scary, too. And there's the switch. You're telling me you top decked the switch? No way. Did we just fail an Irida? I guess so. GG's. Yeah, new deck 14 kind of popping off for real. What happened to the first 13 new decks? Do you need to ask? The wood chipper. All right, this is a fine opening hand. Looks like I'm up against yet another Baxcalibur deck. Hopefully they don't have Battle VIP past turn 1. That'd be sweet if they don't have that massive advantage going first and setting up perfectly. And they don't. Let's go, baby. We are in this. We got Level Ball and Ultra Ball. Can use my balls to get the Pokemon I want. Love that. Weird how the Cherrim is like in full resolution here, but like the Toedscruel is not. Just little quirks like that just make me fall in love all over again. We got Bidoof, and we'll put that Bidoof into our hand. I do need to worry about Greninja, so we'll commit a space for Manaphy, and then I can escape rope up the Bidoof, and that way they can't attack me turn 2, which is kind of nice. But then again, I kind of want to knock out a Chenpao turn 2, so I don't think it's worth it to rope. I think I'll just Ultra Ball away these. And we're looking at we'll get a Toedscruel, one more Toedscruel, and then I don't know. And we find Cherubi. I mean, that is the bare minimum of what we're looking for, so that's okay. And we'll go here and Spore. Try to keep this dude asleep. And hopefully we do. Dang it. All right. So it's possible that I don't hit the turn 2 knockout. I need to find a lot. It's so much easier to hit the turn 2 knockout if I had found a Lilligant there, but instead of the Lilligant, I decided to get the backup Toedscruel, and I think that ended up being the better call because I didn't find anything off the Iono, and I'd rather have 2 Toedscruels than have 1 Toedscruel in a Lilligant V. But unfortunately, they will be able to take an easy knockout on this Toedscruel. They just have to discard 1 water energy with Hailblade. If I had played the Escape Rope, then I could have made that play harder for them to do, but it's fine. I was kind of thinking hopeful that I would find a Battle VIP pass off of that Iono, but I didn't find one. All right, let's go. They've got their 1 Frigibacks. Be nice to be able to knock that out, but I don't have a Gust or an Attacker set up, so it's just going to have to be a research for me. Got a Grass Energy we can attach for turn. Rod back in. All these. And just research. Oh, baby. Yeah, it's not the strongest hand we've ever seen. Looking more like a next turn kind of deal, but that's fine. I might be able to keep them asleep here. No luck. Sad. That is quite bad, because now all they need is Irida, and they've got their guy set up. I mean, I can string knockouts against these, but they're going to be able to string knockouts back against me very easily. So, you know, in a matchup like this, it does very much feel like the first player to get the big, you know, the big 2 prizes, a big 2 prize lead is going to be at a large advantage. Maybe I can put myself in a situation where I can target down their Back's Caliber and they can't respond. But if they are able to just draw into another Frigibacks, they can pretty much eliminate that. Yep, see, they've got the perfect board set up now. And now I am in deep water. Yep. This is not great. And with the Bieberel set up, I mean, they've pretty much got a perfect board state. But if they stay asleep there, you know, maybe, I don't know, it's possible we're not able to. Either one of the, if I had gotten them to stay asleep either one of those times, I feel like that would have been quite good. The most off-meta deck I've ever taken to a regionals would be the regionals that we all played Rowlet, Noel, and Executor Tag Team GX before it was a real deck. In expanded format. Alright, this game ain't going nowhere. Also took Miraidon to the World Championships. I mean, that's probably up there. Like, you got to figure, the meta going into the World Championships, like, Miraidon was not a real deck, so. You know, that certainly kind of counts. But probably the Rowlet, Noel, and Executor deck, I mean, like, our group played a very key role in developing that archetype. I also brought a Raikou Electric deck. Raikou from Breakthrough and Electric from Noble Victories. I had a Raikou Electric deck that I top 32 to regional once with back in like 2016 or 2017 or something. That was kind of, you know, that was a funky deck. That was off the wall. That's right, Stexon. So you got it down. Oh, I guess there was this Landorus Crobat deck that was a rogue deck that I took to a regional championship once and won. So that actually might be it. But that was not a deck either. before I started doing things with it. So back in 2015. Yes, Landorus Crobat was an off-meta deck back then. All right, let's see what we can do. Don't know what I'm up against. Could be Charizard, could be Gardevoir, but we're going first and have an opportunity to set up. We got a nice-looking hand with Research and some Ultra Balls. I could go digging for more stuff if I want to squawk this turn. I do have Lilligant in the deck. Let's just kind of think about this. We've got Cherubi, and then I can Ultra Ball away Iono and Ultra Ball, and I can get Squawkabilly. What are the odds that I draw into another? Oh, 2 Ultra Balls down. I mean, it's kind of sketchy. I could squawk. I'll find Battle VIP Pass and all that. 100%. 100%. Let's just go. Let's do it. I'm cooking. Seize, bro. I know, I could have played 2 Ultra Balls if I'd really played my cards right there, but I did not play my cards right. This is because I didn't think I was going to squawk, frankly. This is fine. We're in there. This is all going perfectly according to plan. 3 energy. It's fine. I'll just hold tight there. Pass. Oh, thanks, Luna. I appreciate that. Battle VIP Pass. What do we got? Ralts or Charmanders? What you got? It's looking like Ralts. Thank you, Zierge, for that sub. I appreciate it. I also brought a Snorlax VMAX deck to a regional that I top 8'd, I guess. And I think I'm the only player on Limitless with like a... I am the only player on Limitless with a Snorlax VMAX top 8 finish. So that's pretty cool. So, I mean, I definitely have brought some like roguish strategies to major events. I mean, definitely. But it's not always time to play rogue. You know, you can't just be like, oh, well, I'm only playing off meta decks. Like, you should, sometimes if you want to win, you got to play the good decks. But then sometimes part of being good is deciding that maybe decks that other people are asleep on are the good decks. Yeah, sometimes you got to play the good decks. Got to play the hits. Well, this is about to get ugly. And if they knock out my Bibarel, I'm in trouble. So I need them to not do that. Lord Kobar says, if I play a good deck, then I only have myself to blame when I lose. This is true. Let's see if I pull up the most interesting decks on my Limitless profile. And you kind of see them all right here. Yeah, so for the 2016-2017 season, I played a Raikou electric deck that I top 32'd Collinsville with. That was like kind of an interesting rogue deck at the time. Then I played a lot of Buzzrock. But in the 2018 season when I was playing Buzzrock, something that I did that was kind of roguish was I took a Buzzrock deck to an expanded regional championship, and that's that Dallas result there. The 9th place at Dallas Regionals. I was the only, like, Buzzrock player playing, Buzzrock and expanded at the time. I also played a pretty large role in developing the Vikaray lists that were like popular in the 2018-2019 season, like Rayquaza, Vikavolt. That was definitely like a thing that I was like kind of spearheading, and a top 16 to regional with that early regional Philadelphia regionals in the 2018-2019 season. But then, like, definitely the most roguish deck. So that Rowlet Alone Executor deck that I got 10th with at Richmond in 2020 season. It was 2019 technically, but then the Snorlax that season as well. Those were both pretty off the wall. And then 2023 season, I was playing just straight meta decks until Miraidon. Miraidon inspired me to go rogue. But I was just playing, 2023 season, it was just, let's just get good with the meta deck. Let's just jam tournament runs, and just one of them will buff out. But then by the end of it all, I was inspired by the Mindus for sure. How could you not be? Right? How could you not be inspired by the Miraidon? They're going to give me that guy. That's fine. I really don't want to waste my gloves Toedscruel here. Oh, I've got boss's orders. That's cool. But I don't have a backup attacker. So if this Toedscruel goes down, I just lose. It's pretty sweet. Colon Rush. Has the client improved for me since launch? No. If you could bring back any one card, what would it be and why? If I could bring back any one card, it would be Garbotoxin. That's right. Garbodor. Yup. Why? 'Cause it's awesome. Yup. A Trubbish. There's going to be Trubbish. Yeah. A dark type Garbodor. Wouldn't that be sick, dude? Since Poison's darkness now? Yeah, a darkness type Garbotoxin. Yeah, that would go crazy. Dark type Trash Lynch. Yeah, it's Dark type Trash Lynch. Trash Lynch. I would rather have Garbotoxin back than Trash Lynch. For show, for show. Yeah, I'm about to just get destroyed. There's not really anything I can do here. I mean, I guess if they take this knockout on my Toedscruel with their Gardevoir, then I go up with Cherim and take a knockout, but I've just got these liabilities in play. I suppose they don't have the strongest board state ever. Like, if I'm able to judge them or something like that. Maybe. Oh my gosh, what if they had a Garbotoxin Garbodor with the Trashalanche attack? You're so right. They should just do that. What could possibly go wrong? All right. Yeah, they're going to be smacking my Toedscruel here. So I can take this knockout with Cherim. I mean, I guess. It's not great. You don't have a great plan here. All right, my poor Toedscruel is dead. And it's Cherim time. Well, the Iono top deck, this is good. Artisan. That's fine. Spring Bloom. Whoop. And Iono. Okay. Spring Bloom. Industrious Incisors. Finally. Get another Cherim out. Or Cherubi. It's fine. Yeah. Get another Cherim out. And Seed Bomb. 70 big ones. Yeah, go get him, Cherim. Go get him. You got him. Let's go. Yeah, I'm not stoked that we had to get rid of our gloves. That's a really good little win condition for us since it allows us to gust up the Gardevoir and do 310 at the end of the game. Without that, it's going to be a little bit harder to hit the numbers that we need to hit. But we've got 3 prizes left now. Got another Iono in hand. One boss's orders down already. They don't have a Curlia in play, so all I had was just the one. And they got Rare Candy Guardy. Okay. They do have Gardevoir. They can Shining Arcana, right? And Mysterious Tail. They've got a lot of energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 energy down, and this is their second reversal. Collapse is down. No bosses yet. I'm going to put Serena. Yo, they got Serena. Serena and Judge back into the deck. And they can Luminion, all right, for Serena and bring up my Lilligant. All right, but check this out. So if they do that, can my Cherrim knock out the Gardevoir? They do that. They're going to go to 2 prizes. And then I need them to not have Gust for game. Will my Cherrim be able to knock this dude out? No. I don't think. Because with 6 energy, 180, 240, they need one more. Oh, they got it from hand. Oh, no, you still need one more. You should have attached that to the active, my friend. No, not the 4 Seal Stone. This is bad. All right, because with 4 Seal Stone, all I need is Boss on my Squawk, and it's over. Ooh, when it's over. Yeah, this is... You should have used Shining Arcana before you Luminion, though, because like now you've given... I don't know. With the 4 Seal Stone, I guess it is some protection. And they Brainwave for 270. Okay. Is there any way that I can prevent the win? I mean, they can just go for Seal Stone for the game-winning... I kind of need to have Boss's Orders and hope that they don't have Boss's Orders, I guess. But there's no way I'm going to be able to get all of that. Oh, and I never got to use my V-Star power. This is so sad. Because they just walloped me. Okay. Yes, this is just going to continue to be sad. Nothing I do matters. All they have to do is V-Star for Boss's Orders. And there's nothing I can do. Maybe they'll forget to V-Star. Maybe so. Maybe they prize their only boss. They already used Palpad and Serena. Maybe they'll disconnect. So true. This should be a pretty terrible matchup for us, but like we've got some things we can do. Oh, it looks like they're loading up the Guardy. All they need to do is V-Star. Oh, no. Pump fake. I'm getting pump faked. I'm not getting pump faked. Please just end me. Dang, bro. So sad. I just want like a cheap win against a Lost Box deck or something, but all my Lost Box opponents scoop against me. New content. New content. What am I going to do with all this new content? Updating for Paradox Rift. Can I make a Gyarados EX deck? You mean like the Arceus Gyarados deck that just got second at Sacramento? a basic dark attacker instead of gloves? I don't think so. Why must playing this deck be pain without Battle VIP Pass? Just please give me a Battle VIP Pass. It's been so long. Looks like I'm up against a Baxcalibur deck with the broken Toedscruel deck. We've got, you know, the bare minimum in our opening hand, and we can work with that. Mana fees in deck, that's good. No Battle VIP passes, which is sad, of course, but that's fine. We can go get Cherubi, and that will allow me to evolve into Cherrim next turn and kind of throw energy on a bunch of things. I do need to find a lot off of this research in order to be able to take a knockout on this Chimpow. Well, we'll see what my opponent does. We got Shivery Chill, couple energy. Usually they'll, you know, grab Radiant Greninja, but they got nothing. All right, we love to see that. Bebrail, sorry, no Bidoof. We research. And we got a Toedscruel. And I do not have what it takes to take a knockout on this thing. But that's okay. Ultra Ball away these. We'll get there next turn. I'll get Bidoof. And Colony Rush for 80 damage. Roaring Moon, it's hard to say. Rick, I've done one testing session with it, so I'm going to have to do a little bit more in order to be able to determine whether or not it's a top tier threat or not. But thankfully, TPCI sent me a couple booster boxes and a couple Elite Trainer boxes of the newest set, so I'll be able to do some more testing very soon. All right. We're moving. I don't know why all my games need to be so bad. Yeah, it seems like... Oh, no, there's no Beberel? Where are my beeps? It's fine. Beberel, what are you doing in my prize cards or my discard pile, buddy? There we are. So I'm just looking for some good, high-quality games for the content, you know? Why must good, high-quality games be so difficult to come by? Yes, Rick, I also like that list. I think it seems pretty good. High quality game. High quality game. Yeah, we're playing the Mushroom, and I just want like some good close games instead of me just either dominating my opponent or my opponent dominating me. I want some drama, you know? I want some back and forth. Or I want my opponent to just get absolutely destroyed, but not from lack of drawing well. I want them to get destroyed while also setting up. Is that too much to ask? I want my opponent to set up perfectly and still lose. That's all I'm looking for, all right? Oh, baby, here we go. It's not too much to ask. Mew VMAX. All right, come on. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. This is the game right here. This is it, folks. This is it. Looks like I'm playing against Mew VMAX with the broken Toedscruel EX deck. We've got a cool little Toedscruel in the active spot. And a real solid-looking opening hand with double battle VIP pass, a level ball, and a research. My opponent's going first, so they cannot disrupt my hand at all yet. And really, in this matchup, I'm just looking to set up as many Toedscruel EX as I can and try to trade favorably with Mew VMAX. I do have one copy of the Cleansing Gloves, so I can take one big one-hit KO on a Mew at some points throughout the game. Now, if my opponent has to misuse Power Tablets, that could play in my favor as well, since Choice Belts don't work on my Toedscruels, and they have already used their V-Star. That is very good. Battle VIP Pass, we're going to get all the essentials, like Cherubi, Bidoof. Let's check our prizes. We do have Hisuian Lilligant V and V-Star in the deck. But I have to ask myself if it's worth it to put that liability into play. And I think the answer might be no. Because if my Cleansing Gloves are prized, which is like turbo cringe, honestly. With the Cleansing Gloves being prized, I feel like we shouldn't really risk anything. We should just kind of keep her nice and steady, you know. Toedscruel, another Cherubi. That's solid. And then I can either play Snorlax down. I could play Snorlax down and just say, like, I'm going for the turn 2 attack with Snorlax, which is kind of cool. Level Ball. I don't think that I'm going to need this Manaphy, though. The Ice Cube can hit my bench. I'm not terribly worried about that. Attach to Snorlax and research. And then, I mean, that's like a solid-looking hand right there. And I'll pass. They've got Mew VMAX and a double turbo energy, which is fine. I have a pretty, safe board right now. I'm not really concerned with anything in particular getting knocked out. I am sad that the big, glorious hand I had is getting judged, but it's fine. We do find an Ultra Ball and a Level Ball, so that's pretty good. I can Ultra Ball for Bibarel, Level Ball for Cherim. I mean, even if I just get the turn 2 attack with Snorlax, I think that's kind of a win for me. And it's going to allow me to put some pressure on these VMAXs. I do only need to knock out 2 VMAX in order to win. And my opponent does not have bench space for Meloetta since they have this Ice Cube out. So I don't have to worry about my opponent using Meloetta's Melodious Echo to one-hit KO Toedscruel real easy. They will have to find some Power Tablets in order to take that KO. But they have not had to waste any Power Tablets yet, so that's definitely playing to their advantage. Here comes Snorlax, and we got a Grass Energy. Okay. I'm thinking it's Level Ball for the Cherim. Yeah. And Ultra Ball away, Lilligant, V-Star, and Toedscruel. We're going to let that go. And then we just need one more Grass in order to attack with Snorlax. Spring Bloom. And it might be optimal to try and attack with Snorlax multiple times. So maybe I could rod one back in and keep slugging with it. We find some pretty good cards there. We love that. Let's Spring Bloom onto Snorlax again. And on to Toedscruel. We'll bench another Toedscruel. And then Iono. That's good. Solid, solid. And then we're just kind of setting up more, getting more energy online. This is great. Got a backup Sharam. Spring Bloom. Can accelerate another energy to Toad and just Thumping Snore for 180. That is good. Now, unfortunately, this Snorlax does put my opponent on even prizes. So we are going to want to try to force them back onto odd prizes after the Snorlax goes down, which means finding a Rod and, you know, attacking with Snorlax again. It's not going to be the easiest thing to do, but it is possible. Thank you, Word of Bird, for the sub in the 2 months. Appreciate the kind words there. Thank you. And there's 4 Sealstone again. They've already used it, though. A Fusion Energy and Elisa Sparkle. So they're going to get a bunch of Fusion Energies into play. And they could do like a block slider to one of my bench Pokemon while keeping the Snorlax in the active, which honestly is fine. If they decide to do that, that's kind of fine for me. They have Path, Box of Disaster, and they're probably going to vacuum away their own Path, huh? Yeah. All right, Box of Disaster is 10 damage counters, 8 damage counters. Okay. That's only if they're at full HP. I mean, I can't knock out a Mew VMAX in one hit anyways without my gloves, which are prized. So right now they could, they could copy Block Slider and hit one of my bench guys. I think I did discard my Manaphy. I did. That's okay. I didn't really want the Manaphy into play, and I'm not terribly concerned about Block Slider. I do play 2 switch cards, so even if they do Block Slider one of my guys, and I don't wake up, it is certainly possible for me to find the switch card that I need. And let's see what my opponent is doing. Yes, they are going to Block Slider Bibarel, but because of the... Yeah, that was a terrible decision on your part. I don't know if maybe they miscounted because of the double turbo energy decreasing, but my Snorlax also woke up, so you're just like totally bodied right now. Totally. Yeah. That happened. So I'm cool with that. We'll go there. And I mean, Judge doesn't even matter. Ionos don't matter. None of that matters. So I'll just Iono to see as many cards as possible. And let's go Ultra Ball away, Battle VIP, and Squawk. And then I think it's okay to kind of just evolve these guys into play, protect them a little bit. And then Spring Bloom over here. And we get to Thumping Snore for 180 in the knockout. Here's a switch card. So even if I'd stayed asleep, we did find that switch, which would have gotten me out of the sleep. We take our 3. Gloves. Missed the gloves, unfortunately. It's going to make my life a little bit more difficult, but that's okay. I do not have the option to one-hit KO the Mew VMAX for game, which would be nice. And they're using Cramomatic to get rid of a power tablet, which I am more than happy to see because they need those power tablets in order to knock out my Toedscruel. It looks like, yeah, Judge, sure. With the Cram, I do not really care about that. Maybe they're trying to like Judge and knock out my Bibarel. I could see that as kind of being, you know, maybe what they're going for now with Block Slider. Yeah, see, they want to finish what they started there. And they're hoping that my Snorlax stays asleep, which he does, but I've got the switch. I've got the switch technology. So now we have to ask ourselves, all right, I think I just swing into the Mew VMAX. Say I Boss's Orders it for game. That's probably just fine. I guess there's an argument for you. They would have to Judge or Iono me. And what's my Bibarel? I still have potentially a Bidoof in deck. I'll Judge. I think it's okay. And then I think we swing. I Super Rod. No, we don't Super Rod. Is it worth it to Super Rod any of this? I think I just swing. 200. If I rope, what? I rope and then I have to... I didn't have like a great rope play because if they... Snorlax doesn't knock out Genesect. And if they attack with this Mew VMAX again, they just lose. Retreat the Toad. But then I'm short energy I need to attack. Like, I don't know. It seems tough, right? I mean, they can leap here, but if they leap, they're not really progressing their game, so that's fine, right? No, we could not save the Bibarel with the grass because Block Slider is damage dealt, not the effect of an attack. So we can't... Yeah, they're going to knock out Snorlax, but that's fine. I just have boss for game. So there we go. GG's Mew. Bring them out. And colon flush. 200 damage. GG's. Nice. You know, take it easy, Stellar Wish. That game was okay. Still felt like it was not a great one, but it was fine. Do I want to go first? Yes. And also, I would like a Battle VIP Pass. Thanks. And also a draw supporter for next turn. Thanks. All right, can do. Looks like I'm up against a Charizard EX deck. I've got a busted opening hand with Battle VIP Pass and a research for next turn, so I'm stoked to see that. Let's see what we got going on here. Lilligant V Star, that's good. Will help me to set up. It is a liability, but I think it's probably worth it. We've got the Truby and the Chairman hand as well, Toedscruel. I mean, this is just a phenomenal opening. I want Snorlax and Bidoof. And we'll bench Cherubi and Lilligant V. And I think that we can just attach to the Lilligant V. And next turn, I can evolve into Lilligant V-Star, evolve into Cherim, and then research. So I'll have a pretty good shot of getting a turn 2 attack with Snorlax, which is pretty powerful with this deck, because I'm going to be putting the pressure on, but not, not with a 2-prize Pokemon, which is good. And I can one-hit KO all of their 2-prize Pokemon. So I can one-hit KO Pidgeot, I can one-hit KO Entei, and I can one-hit KO Charizard EX. I can one-hit KO all of them. But they can also one-hit KO all of my 2-prize Pokemon, because they are weak to fire. And they have Radiant Charizard and they have Entei. So this is a really interesting matchup because we both have that one-hit KO potential. And, trying to navigate that is kind of fun. Thank you, Yotam, for the kind words. I'm glad you had fun with Gym Leader Challenge, your first time playing it. And thanks for sharing. Thanks for being here, too. I got Pidgeot V. That's an interesting card. They're not playing Pidgeot EX, it looks like. Maybe just the Pidgeot V so that they can use 4 Seal Stone on it and then chuck it back into the deck. And thank you, Rafuz, for that Prime sub. Thank you. So that certainly is making things very interesting. I won't have the Pidgeot EX as a potential target. But that does decrease their kind of mid to end game consistency if they don't have Pidgeot EX set up. There's 4 Seal Stone, and they can go get whatever they want out of their deck, put it into their hand, and then because of Pidgeot V's Vanishing Wings ability, they can just skadoosh back into the deck, and they pass. So I know you got something and then you didn't play it. I Iono that away. I mean, yeah, might be a fine time to play that card. Granted, I don't know. You Ultra Balled away a Rare Candy and a Charizard to go get a Charmander. That's just sad, but we'll Iono. Oof. 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 I mean, that's just not a great draw there. I still can do it. But I mean, I don't love it. But yeah, we still got it. You just have to go Hisuian, Lilligant V-Star, Star Perfume for 5 grass. That's just what we're doing. Yeah, and it looks like I did prize some energy. Thank you, Juck Joris, for that sub in the 2 months. And then we can bench this. And our silly Toedscruels have a retreat cost of 2, which is obnoxious. But then, we put 3 onto Snorlax. And I do have the turn 2 attack with Snorlax. But, does it feel great? No. Retreating those 2 energy feels like a huge waste. But I do have Rod Research in hand, so that's fine. And we can just dumping Snore on him. 180 damage. Snorlax goes to sleep. And we'll take our prize. Probably a grass energy. Yeah. Being that I prized 4 grass energy. Snorlax is still asleep. That's tough, but it's okay. Because either one or 2 things will happen. Either they do play Pidgeot EX. You play Pidgeot EX and you play Pidgeot V. That's interesting. Lots of Pidgeys. Yes, a little bit of an interesting situation because if they don't knock out the Snorlax, there's a chance it stays asleep, which means that then I have to find a switch card, which is, I don't have a ton of switch cards in the deck. We've got 2. 2 is about all you need. We got Ultra Ball and Toedscruel now. But we are going to be short on energy. I mean, I think there's only 4 energy in my deck now. Right? Because I think there was 8, and then I searched out 5. Yeah, and then I found 1 off the prizes. So there's probably 4 energy left in the deck. They don't get the attack. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up! Yes! Let's go! Snorlax stays woke. You beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bear thing. Oh, I love you. And here we've got a little spring bloom action. Little level ball for Manaphy and Ultra Ball away. Toedscruel and Manaphy. Get Bibarel. And then Industrious Incisors. And we've got Rods. I've only got 2 energy in the discard pile now. I don't feel like I want to judge them out of a... Yeah. Nope. Not going to judge them out of a 2-card hand. Going to let them sit there with that 2-card hand. And I have the switch in my hand as well, so if Snorlax doesn't get touched again, then I can switch out of it. I've also got double Rod in my hand. So if Snorlax does get knocked out, I can Rod all of my energy back into the deck and then go from there. So that all feels just fine. And all they have is Call for Family. So that means Snorlax is going to have an opportunity to run the table. It's fine, Snorlax. I get it. You're tired. You're sleepy. So I've got the switch right here. No sweats. Level ball. And then what are we doing? We're going to research. I don't think I can... I don't want to judge. So am I going to waste my rods? I mean, kind of. I don't have to. I can just switch into Lilligant Retreat. Yeah, and use 1 rod. And then save the other one. Okay, so we're going to take Bidoof out of the deck. And then, thank you, No Pepper, for that Prime sub. Switch here. Yo, the Nimble Lilligant. That's crazy. Go back in. Rod. And that's 3 energy back into the deck, which is quite good. And then we'll Thumping Snore one more time. And I'll save this Rod because I did prize a lot of energy. I think 3 of these 4 are grass energy. So that way, you know, if Snorlax does get knocked out, then I can just Rod all 3 of those energy back in and research, which is kind of like everything I need. I know Snorlax is kind of hilarious in this deck. Yeah. He's so nuts, honestly. Sure, man. Sure, man. The broken Snorlax sweep. I think I just judged them into oblivion, right? Or like Iono'd them into oblivion. I've told you, I've been playing this deck on stream for like 6 hours at this point, and the amount of good games I've gotten is very small, if any. They're all like this. Like, what's happening here? Nothing. The Mew game was alright, yeah. How's the Lost Zone matchup been? I don't know. They won't play against me. Yeah, the deck is too broken. I agree. It's way too broken. All right. Please let me go first. Start battle VIP pass and support it for next turn. Please. What the heck, bro? All right, battle VIP right on the top. If you want to see the list, it's in the Tricky Gym Discord. I posted it there yesterday after the stream. Sometimes the silly decks from streams do get brought up in serious conversation. The last example of that was... Oh, man. I'm just going to scoop this one. The last example of that was... Zorobox. I would say I seriously was flirting with the idea of Zorobox with my testing group, like trying to convince them that it was broken. Miraidon too. I mean, yeah, Miraidon was like a silly deck that I was playing on stream that then I went back to my testing group and was like, this deck's actually broken. Yeah. I'll tell you straight up, I don't think Toedscruel is registering on that level right now, but Miraidon did, and Zorobox was good enough that I brought Zorobox to a League Cup, and I top 8'd with it. So but I decided it ultimately wasn't worth it. Yeah, Venomoth got played on stream at Sacramento Regionals. That's what I'm saying. At Peoria Regionals. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, let your memes be dreams, and let your dreams be memes, bro. Going first with the broken Toedscruel deck. Got a reasonable enough start. Level Ball can get me a Toad School, and then we've got Cherubster in the active spot, a Manaphy. I don't know what kind of deck I'm playing against. It's probably Lugia or Miraidon, but I really don't know. Could be Gardevoir, Mew EX. I mean, that card goes in a whole bunch of things, so who knows? We can get the Toedscruel, though. That's good. And then probably wants to Ultra Ball away Iono and Manaphy and go get Lilligant. That seems fine. And then I'll attach to Toedscruel and hope that my opponent is not playing a deck where they can knock me out turn 1. That'd be great. I didn't find a battle VIP pass, and oh god, there's a squawk. Okay, we're in danger. It's Miraidon. I'm in danger. Oh god. Not like this, man. I didn't get a Battle VIP pass. Don't knock out my Cherubster, dude. No. This is so sad. And they got the Arvin. They're pretty much guaranteed. It's fine. It's fine. It's not great. But it's possible for me to weather this. I've got Iono in hand. And they're only taking one prize. It's fine. I can set up next turn with Lilligant V-Star. And 270 is like a little awkward for them to hit. They have hit way too many energy off these generators. That's for sure. Yeah, turn 1, 5 energy in play. Okay, that's fine. That's normal. That's fine. Yep. We're totally fine with this. This is totally okay. No sweat, dude. No sweat. They had the turn 1 gust, bro. They could have turn 1 bossed up my Lilligant. Like, bro, brother. God. Oh, man. Oh, I wish they hadn't. Oh, they couldn't have. They Arvin. All right, never mind. They Arvin. Okay, I take it back. No. They had the Arvin. They Arvin. Okay, here we go. This is bad. This is real bad. This is bad. Okay. It's bad. It's not good. All right, I'm going to need you to definitely not knock out my Toedscruel this turn. So what that means is no Raichu V stuff, okay? None of that. Please, no Raichu V. Just leave let my Toedscruel survive one turn, please. Path, research. Oh, yeah, the paths, that's brutal. And they got an energy for Raichu. Just a Rondo for 160. Okay. Sure. Yeah, those gloves do not matter. Energy. Research. True. I've got no Bibarel in the deck. Oh, man. Cherubi. Oh, man. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. And I know I can win this matchup too, but obviously, what Miraidon does best is just attacking turn 1 and just getting in the paint, right? And that's just why it wins games. It just goes fast, take early knockouts. It doesn't matter if you're supposed to have a good Miraidon matchup. It doesn't matter. They could just, go 5 energy and play turn 1 going second. Boom, boom, boom. Knockout. Game over, right? It does not matter. All right, so they've taken too many prizes, that's for sure. Way too many. Yeah. You think they got the boss, bro? Oh, yeah, it's over. I mean, just look at how insane this deck is, bro. Yep. Just so not. And that's exactly how Miraidon wins tournaments. That's exactly how. It's just like I had no chance that game. Deck is too fast, too consistent. Dang, that's crazy. But if I open just a little bit stronger there, you know, maybe we can do it. But we had too weak of an opening. Want to go first? Heck yeah. And I want a battle VIP pass. And I want to support a card for next turn. All three. What the heck, bro? That's fine. I can squawk. Charizard again. Fine. I feel like we got a good Lugia matchup too. But we haven't been playing against too many of those. Going first against a Charizard EX deck. We've got a solid opening. Bidoof, Toedscruel, and I can Ultra Ball to discard Rope and Manaphy. And let's see what our options are. We do have the Squawk ability. Or I could say no Squawk, just gets Cherubi. Oh, we should Squawk. Get Cherubi. And then Ultra Ball for Squawk. And then they get Lilligant is the last one, right? Yes. Cherubster. Squawk. Thank you, Ivan 8 Pi. Appreciates the sub there. I open Paradox Rift tomorrow, so I'll let you know then. And we've got an Ultra Ball. So that's the thing, is I can't really use this Ultra Ball for Lilligant V as much as I'd like to. I think we just kind of have to save. So we'll go Energy to Toedscruel and just pass. It's fine. And then next turn we got Level Ball for Cherim, Ultra Ball for Bibarel, and then we're kind of just drawing cards and doing things. So we'll do that. Unfortunately, no Battle VIP passes, so we will be seeing those in the deck later. Dang, what's a man got to do to find a Battle VIP pass around here? My opponent plays Arceus. Arceus will be a two-prizer that I can knock out. Right, and they should have a little bit of trouble dealing with the 270 hit point Toedscruels early on in the game. So that's nice. With Squawkabilly being down, that is a two-prize liability that I have, but thankfully I'm not relying on Lilligant this game, so I don't have both of those liabilities. And they've got Arven. Okay, but with Arceus, it's like Arven's not as powerful of a card because, yeah, you've got choice, but you don't have Forest Sealstone. You can get the Battle VIP pass, which is good, though. Helps stabilize your board a little bit more. And at this point, it's like, okay, I mean, I guess you could maybe use Entei V. Nice top decker research there. They could maybe use Entei V to knock out my Toedscruel if they play it, but I feel like with Arceus, you're probably not playing Entei, since you're probably leading Arceus early instead of Entei. A level ball for Cherim. And evolve that guy. Then Ultra Ball, discard Switch and Cherubi for Mr. Cruel. Spring Bloom to the active and evolve. And then research. And there's my battle VIP passes. God bless you. Okay, that is fine. Spring Bloom onto here. And here. And here, sure. I'm just not going to put an energy on the Squawkabilly yet because they might want to gust that up for like a cheap 2 prizes or something. Then we got turn 2 200 on the Bidoof. That's pretty chill. Back up Toedscruel, and at this point we are set up and feeling pretty good about it. In order to one-hit KO Arceus, I need a full bench of energy, so I do need 2 more energy. If they attack with Charizard EX, though, I mean, that's just instant KO with Toedscruel. That Colress's Experiment, and then they'll supplement what they draw with that with a Starbirth and get the other cards that they need in order to retaliate. They send up Charmander, so I am, banking on the fact that this list does not play any of the Fire-type Charizards. And no, you see, there is just the Darkness one, as most lists do not play any of the Fire Charizards. They use Colress Experiment, so they're not going to be gusting my Squawkabilly. I don't really have to worry about that. And unless they got a Fire-type attacker that they're about to whip out of nowhere, then my Toedscruel is safe this turn. Which is crazy, because, I mean, what? You're going to hit into Toedscruel, and then Toedscruel's just coming right back on that Charizard for weakness. It's going to allow it to hit a big one-hit KO, so... We'll see if they've got anything sneaky planned with their Starbirth, but I don't think so. Nope. Just setting up Ebro so they can keep drawing, attacking, all that stuff. Double turbo for the Arceus and escape rope to get around my Toedscruel. I mean, that's about as good as it gets, right? So I think they're going in with Arceus, like, guaranteed. What if I just give them the Squawk, No, that's horrible. You can't give them the Squawk, You gotta force them to take the Squawk. All right, I'll give you a Toedscruel. Sure, whatever. It is going to force me to find another energy, but that's fine. I thought about giving the Squawk because I'm like, man, all I need is just one more energy, right? Which feels so good, but now I have to find 2 energy, which is going to require my deck to function. I am going to have to find 2 energy cards. Is it 3 energy cards? I'm going to have to find 3 energy cards. See? That's why I was considering giving up the Squawk. I'm asking my deck to have to function. That's not good. Or I boss. Yeah, bro, dog, we just boss. Yeah. That's not a knockout. Ooh, that's a huge misplay. Oh, God. It's 10 short, but I know this math, bro. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool, bro. we're chilling. It's the long game. We're playing the long game. See, that's fine. Cherim? No problem. I thought they were going Squawk for sure. They're gusting around the Cherim. And now they know, are gusting around the Toad. Now they know I cannot knock out the Arceus this next turn. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. We got them right where we want them. Yeah. 100%. Yes, sir. We're cruising. You guys are hating for no reason right now. We've got them exactly where we want them. Industrious Incisors, Cherubi, Colon Rush. We're chilling. We had this game locked up then until, you know, that disaster. Until that disastrous boss's orders. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything is so fine, bro. The Charizard's huge, man. 330? How are we supposed to hit that? All right, I need to find, desperately need to find myself. All right, I got 4 prizes left. I need to attack with Snorlax one of these times, or a single prizer to even things out. So that I can skip back ahead. Denying the KO here is big. Another Arceus, that's fine. Okay, they can probably go get a Charmeleon. They play Path? Interesting. Yes, boss, knock out Bibarel so that then I can Iono at the end of the game. Yeah, probably something like that. At this point, so that they can't set up checkmate on me. At the very least, I want to attack with the Snorlax. That would be good. I'm just going to Trinity Nova for 180. Sure. But at this point, I also need to get my Cherubi back out. So we gotta find that. That would be good. Research off the top. Very strong draw. Love to see that. We're going to put 3 grass energy back in. I guess I cannot attack with the Snorlax no matter what right now. So they're about to go down to 2 prizes, and they know it. So then... It's going to be a tough one, huh? Okay, that's fine. Oh my goodness, we still didn't find a Cherubi. This is so sad. Well, yeah, we just lose now. It's 369. Yeah, they could just knock me out. If I take this knockout, they could just knock me out with Charizard. There's nothing I can do. Man, there's my level balls. Yeah. All right, I threw. Gosh, this would have been a fine win, too. We would have taken it if I had just not thrown. This is officially checkmates. Well, yeah, it's officially checkmates. Well, it's pretty much officially checkmates. So they take these two. Yep. I mean, okay. Because I can't take a single prize knockout. It's not possible. They've got guaranteed knockouts in return. Yeah, it's just game over. No, they just got the 2 Charizards. That's my goof. I mean, if that Charizard there is knocked out, then I have the easy win. That's just quite annoying that I played that boss's orders without thinking and using my brain cells, but that happens sometimes. No, I just misplayed. That was just yep, that was just on me. It happens. Unfortunately. We got him this time, though. Yes, go first. Battle VIP pass. Support for next turn. Please. Thank you. We'll lead with Snorlax. Snoopy, I don't usually make plays. I don't make like misplays like that at regionals usually. I mean, like, if they are misplays, are much smaller and like much smaller stuff. Oh my God, Gudra. But like stuff like that, I don't. Very few and far between. Like, of course I misplay, but not like that. I mean, very rarely, if at all. And if I do misplay like that, I usually will just scoop up my cards. Yeah, more focus. I mean, like, playing online barely feels like playing cards. Yeah. I'm mostly when I'm playing online, just kind of goofing around. I'm much more deliberate with my actions when I'm playing in paper, and I think almost everybody agrees with that. All right, this matchup seems bad, but, you know. We'll see what we can do. Yeah. Playing in paper, I'm playing in a tournament, I'm more focused. Playing in paper, I'm more focused. I'm much more of like a tangible, visual kind of person. But also I'm not like narrating all my plays and like, you know, creating a production when I'm at a tournament. This is that as well. Yeah. But to ask at a regionals what's the most amount of misplayed, like I don't count, but also, like almost every misplay that I make on the client, I like know I misplayed the second I did it. At a tournament, I will have mostly caught myself before I make the play because I take that extra second to think, right? You know what I'm saying? Whereas like online, I'm just clicking things, man. And then it's like you click something and you're like, ah, dang it. But in real life, the plays are much more deliberate and I'm like thinking about all my actions before I do them. And there's more on the line, so I care more. My opponent doesn't seem to be doing too much, which is fine. I'm not going to Toronto, but I'm going to LAIC, so that'll be my next major event. Okay. I am also going to San Antonio. Yes, I did sign up for San Antonio, so I will be there. Yes, I will be at San Antonio. There we go. And not the strongest hand, but I have research for next turn, so that's fine. Yeah, you usually don't see misplays, you know, in high caliber events. I mean, obviously in Sacramento, there were like a number of noticeable misplays in top 8. Even amongst my own testing group, Jesse made some misplays in top 8 of Pittsburgh. JW made a misplay in top 8 of, I mean, it's been sloppy, frankly. It's been sloppy. I made one clearly identifiable misplay at the World Championships. All weekend, I made one. And I remember exactly what happened. And it just like, I was playing fast and I wasn't thinking for 1 second, and I attached a tool to the wrong Pokemon. So like, that was like, I made one very clear identifiable misplay at Worlds. But for the most part, I'm pretty good about, avoiding those kinds of things. Now, there are different kinds of misplay. Like, this was just a very clear misplay. Just like the tool needed to go on someone else and I put it on the wrong guy. Did I realize it right away? Instantly, yes. As soon as my hand left the card, I realized what I had done. Yes. But I was not going to ask to take it back. It's at Worlds, so. Just kind of had to live with that. They got Cramorant, knock out my Cherim. That's annoying. But also kind of fine because I just got Snorlax here. And I guess I kind of just lead with Toedscruel. Well, can I take the knockout with Toedscruel 80? Yes, I can. Okay. Super Rod, we're going to put these gamers back into the deck. Level Ball, Cherubi, Cleansing Gloves, which I won't need. I mean, the Manaphy, I'm going to say I don't need it. Research. Holy smokes, man. That's fine. Artisan. Get another Toad. Colonial Rush. Yeah, Soda King, I don't think it's like that. But thanks for the question. Do I think increased pricing puts more pressure on people in those final matches leading to misplays? I don't think that. I think like if you're a top tier competitor, having more pricing on the line and being in more intense situations should cause you to play better, not worse. You would think, right? But, obviously there's a lot. People don't. The thing is people don't play perfectly. They don't. I mean, even top players don't. I mean, nobody plays perfectly. Nobody. But, like, there are different there are also different tiers of misplays, right? There are like clear identifiable misplays that anybody could see, and then there are maybe like maybe I would have chose to route differently here, like, you know, maybe I would have chose to run a different play on, you know. Yeah. There are different tiers of misplay. Yeah, usually the hardest part about playing at the end of the day isn't like the cameras or anything like that. I mean, I guess that's my perspective. But it's the sheer amount of time that you've been playing. So usually just exhausted by the end there, yeah. So there are little things, you know, that everybody misses sometimes. Like, nobody plays flawlessly. It's not possible. But then there are big kind of like directional things, which are just like, huh? You know, like what? Like, there's no rationale where that's like, there's no argument for what just happened there, yeah. Spring Bloom. Dust Race Incisors. Boss Grass. Dang it. I guess we just go. Just research. That's fine. And I get like yet another Toad. And we just like accelerate all this stuff into play. Say, all right. And then we evolve into another Toad, and now it's like, okay, your Radiant Greninja's not going to really be doing anything, so that's fine. Colony Rush, 280. The thing is, yes, I didn't put Manaphy in play, but like, what are they going to Radiant Greninja? They can knock out just Sharam? Like, I don't care about that. That's fine. I could just rot it back in and set it back up if I have to. You know, all my other guys are big, so I don't really care about the Radiant Greninja, no. That's fine. I've got 3 prizes left. If they don't attack, I mean, I do play 1 escape rope. So if I can find my 1 escape rope with my boss's orders, I can go rope boss, knockout, 1 hit. Which is... cool. I too hope they use Lost Mine, but I don't think we're going to get that lucky. That would be sick, though. They just go for it. Swing and a miss. I think they're going to get the Goodra V-Star finally. And there it is. But are you going to attack with it? Looks like yes. All right, so now I need to find rope off of this Industrious Incisors. I've got another boss. Let's take a look. Is the rope in the deck? Yes, it is. All right. So are my other rods. Okay. I've got Industrious Incisors for 1. That's fine. So then we just go boss the Radiant Greninja and knock out. And just ignore this thing completely. And then now with just 12 cards left in the deck, they're going to go down to 3 prizes here. And I can just kind of set up a rope boss for game situation. That, or I can go rope for a single prize and then boss for a final prize and just ignore the Goodra entirely, right? Which is probably what I'm going to do. Since I do have 1 rope and 1 boss left in the deck, I don't ever have to knock out this Goodra V-Star. So that's cool. They're going to rock sands. Fine. My hand's kind of jammed up anyway. And we've got a grass and a boss. So this is pretty sick. With Artisan in play, all I need to do is Industrious Incisors into my escape rope, and we win. That's what we're looking at. But if I don't find that, then I can set up checkmate by using boss to bring up another single prizer, right? And then drawing out my deck and going for the escape rope for game. So, because at this point, they don't have another Goodra. There's no way they can prevent me from taking that final single prize. We got 2 grass now, which is actually insane. Because that is technically part of the win con that I would need to find. So we can go get the Cherubi. And then we attach to Toedscruel EX. Spring Bloom to the Cherubster. And then we say Industrious Incisors into the game-winning rope. Right there, baby. Let's go. Rope. And you thought I didn't have it. Roxanne is a lie. Colon Rush. 280 damage. Goodbye, Goodra. You just got schooled! Toedscruel. Get it? It was funny, wasn't it? Especially when I explained it. You know, GG's 27 Jazz. The deck list is in the Tricky Gym Discord if you're interested in scoping it out. So you get it, it's a funny joke because, you know, to school somebody is to, you know, to teach them a lesson. And it's funny because it sounds like Toedscruel. You know, you Toedscruel somebody. It's a classic pun, really. Looks like I'm up against a mid-Rhydon deck. We should be okay into this matchup. Our main attackers have 270 hit points, and we shouldn't have any issue doing 220 to 270 damage. If there's a Bravery Charm involved, that's fine. And they're just going to pass like that. That's cool with me. Now, we don't have the most stable looking board here. 7 cards with Research, 6 with Iono. I don't necessarily want to get rid of the Toedscruel and the Bibarel, but we do need to set up very aggressively also. So I think I'm going to bench the Snorlax, attach to Toedscruel, and just research, let it rip. Because I need to see as many cards as possible. And as you can see, we barely found enough to keep this game alive because we didn't find a Battle VIP Pass. Why? Tell me why. Okay, Spore, fine. Thank you, Corbin Monoxide, for that Prime sub. Appreciate you. Maybe this Miraidon gets stuck because of sleep. Probably not, but it's possible. It's certainly possible. Maybe we can stop my opponent from having the, boss's orders knockout on Cherubi or something. They got the Flaffinator, Path, and a Research. And just hoping that they miss the switch. They could miss the switch. It's possible. It's not guaranteed. Spore might have gotten there. Let's go, Toedscruel. Let's go. Sleep wins games, baby. Sleep wins games. Okay. We've got Cherim and Spring Bloom. 1, 2. And I guess I'm just, got Iono. It's just what it is. 3 Battle VIP Pass right here. Holy smokes. What is going on? That's, I'm hitting with Snorlax. Okay. Sure, man. Sure. That's fine. Here we go, baby. Retreat. Run. And we're going to Spring Bloom. 1, 2, 3. Cool. And given that Thumping Snore for 180. That's fine. Turn 2 Thumping Snore. Can't complain. And now I'm asleep. I don't have any 2 prizers on my board, so there's nothing really for my opponent to take advantage of on my side, which is nice. I mean, they pretty much just have to knock out the threat. That, or they could gust and knock out my Cherim, I guess. But if they gust and knock out my Cherim, then Snorlax is kind of just coming in for another free 180. So it doesn't really matter. We'll see if they boss or if they... Nope, just Rondo the Snorlax. Now I am going to be pretty low on lightning or on grass energy now. I've got 5 grass in the discard pile. I only play 13 in the deck, so that is a significant chunk of those. They do not have bench space for Raikou. So that is... or not for Raichu. In fact, they've got 2 Raikou, but no Raichu. So since there's no Raichu in play, I don't have to worry about my Toedscruel EX getting knocked out in 1 hit, which is quite nice. Isn't it? All right, I'm going to get another Toedscruel. And Industrious Incisors. We find Boss, Judge, Research. Okay. And 2 energy, which is fine. Go here and here. It feels like I kind of just have to research. Yeah, bossing here ain't gonna do nothing. I need to find some rods. So let's go hunting for those. And we've got Ultra Ball away these. No rod. What's the rod situation? Where are we at with the rod? I've got 2 in the deck and only 3 grass left in the deck. And I have to get to this Toedscruel EX and actually do some damage. So that's fine. We'll get this guy. And do that. Spring Bloom. that over here. Bench that. And Colon Rush for 160. That's fine. It's not the most explosive game, a little bit grindy. Definitely a grindy game for both of us. I've got some damage on their 2 prizers. They can't one-hit KO my Toedscruel. And they're going to boss. Not the Beaverell, bro. Not the Beaverell. Anything but the Beaverell, brother. Not that. I need that. Do not do that. I've got so many research in the discard pile, too. This is so sad. Okay, so they're going in with a new one. I need 1 grass energy off the top, and I hit this knockout on Raikou. But again, like, if the funny thing is, even if I don't take a knockout, like, they can't knock out my Toedscruel in 1 hit. We get Iono. I'm going to 6. So yeah, you're done for sure. But then there's the argument for not taking the knockout, because then I free up a bench space for Raichu, right? So it's like, it's interesting at least, but I'll Iono. It looks like I don't have a choice anyways. We are not taking this knockout. you hear me? We ain't taking it. All right, so we've got Level Ball for Cherim. And then bench Bidoof, Rod back in, Beaverell. Not you. 2 grass. Okay. Yo, Wee's having a whole mid-off right now. Let's go. Colon Rush. 160. But, like I said, you do not have bench space for a Raichu V, and I am not going to give you bench space for a Raichu V. So, what now? I'm even in a position where Cherim can take a knockout. 70 damage. I mean, Cherim can knock out almost all these guys. Which is kind of sick. I wonder if they're going to boss my Bidoof again. The thing is, the more bosses that they waste, the more they won't have for later in the game. So they just have to swing for 230, which is exactly what I was expecting. And that puts me in a pretty favorable position. We can Ultra Ball away these and get our Beaverell back out. Welcome back, Beaverell. So nice to have you. And then Industrious Incisors. We've got Switch and 2 grass. It's a tough call. Am I really going for the Seed Bomb? Like, maybe so. Yeah, I'm cracked, bro. Yeah, that's right. You get Cherimed. I'll take my 2. Escape Rope and Research. Really fire draws there. So now what that does is that forces them, if they want to take a 2-prize knockout, they have to boss, right? Which is good for us. And we know that at the end of the game, they're going to be able to, like, you know, get a Raichu V going for big 1-hit KOs. We know that. And the thing is, if they try to push Zapdos here, I can force up the Flaffy instead or another 2-prizer. They haven't used their V-Star yet. And getting the 4 Seal Stone is going to be big. They have Path out, so they can't, like... They can't, like, just use Tandem Unit to... Oh, no. No, you ain't hitting it like this, bro. All right, no. All right, I do need to worry about that thing, though. That's serious. The Zapdos. Oh, heck no. Okay. So do I want to escape rope? Yeah, probably, yeah. I kind of need to attack with the Toedscruel. And they still have their V-Star power. This is bad. I guess I technically play Manaphy, right? I mean, I could just go get the Manaphy. I suppose that's fine. That's fine. Grass off the top. So we attach here. They're on odd prizes. We escape rope. And they have to either feed us a 2-prizer or the Flaffy. Right? And that, I think that just wins me the game. Like, they're sending me Miraidon, which I think that just wins me it. Yeah, we put down the Flaffy. Or we put down the... Oh, I should have put an energy into play. That was goon behavior for sure, but that's fine. I'll Rod. I don't really know what I was thinking without that energy, but it's chill. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't put that energy down. I don't know what I was thinking. But it's cool. We'll take this knockout. It's fine. It's fine. Here's 2 cards. There's grass. We got 4 grass left. Okay. I prized a boss's orders. This is so cringe. Okay, it's fine. I mean, they pretty much have to... What? They could, like... They have to go boss game. No, they could go V-Star for boss my Toedscruel on the bench, knock it out, right? Then I like can't do anything myself because my last boss is prized. I was hoping that I ripped the boss here, but they're actually just going to judge. So I think that's like fine. I think I just win then. It's a close game. I mean, this game's really close, but I needed to find my boss for sure. They're about to use... Oh, no. Yeah, they're totally about to use... They're going for the 1-hit KO. They're going for the generator right here. Or an energy, and just get energy, dynamotor, knockout, right? And then I've got 4 energy left in deck, so we'll just win. This is so crazy. Oh, don't choose a new active Pokemon yet. Oh, you're going in with Zapdos. All right. That's fine. So then I think we're still chilling. We just Spring Bloom like 1 here, 1 here. Just to kind of cover some bases. And Colon Rush for knockout. And then we hope we pull our boss here. But we know it's going to be the... There it is. Thank God. All right. We pull our boss there. And then I should have exactly 2 energy left in deck. I have this one here in my hand. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's one left in my deck, yeah. Which means that I can retreat any of my Pokemon that I have. Yo, and the shrooms are getting there. Just barely, honestly, but we are. This was a hard fought dub. Okay, chat. Hard fought. Oh, don't canceling clone me. I think I'm still chilling. I've got 2 energy left in deck. Get rid of this guy. It's fine. And what's happening? Oh, okay. It's fine. Who is he turning into? No, all right. Wait. That would have been so sick if I like got rid of my Manaphy and then they Thorntoned into like, I don't know, a Zapdos EX or something. That would have been Pog, but we do just have game, boss's orders, and energy, GG's, Colonial Rush, 200 damage, you're out of here. Nice playing you, Freddo. I select my prize and I take the win. You know, that game, that'll do. That's fine. That was a fine win. We'll take it. It was grindy for sure, but it had drama. Love drama. I know. Climbing with the silly decks is always fun. Man. You're going to make me squawk both my bosses? Is that really what we're doing? Guess not. Looks like I'm playing against a Klefki deck. And I can't even squawk. That's all I got. Pass. Let's see what kind of Klefki deck my opponent's playing. Klefki Arceus. If I don't top deck something good here, it's going to be Scoop Town for me. And not a lot of great stuff going on. And of course, it's the Battle VIP pass, right? That's just, isn't that just how it goes? All right, I'm out of here. I know, that would have been a great matchup for me if I just didn't dead draw. Love that matchup. We should pretty much always win that. But it is what it do. Yeah, VIP pass is a certain amount of frustrating. It's like, what can you really do to guarantee that you hit it? Nothing. That's what I'm saying, Ant Nuts. I know. Our main dude, like, Toedscruel's a retreat cost of 2. We could play the retreat cost 1, but then he'd only have 50 hit points. It's tough. In most situations there, we would have been able to squawk, and we just couldn't because my opponent opened Klefki. It's like, okay, that's fine. Okay. Yo, what's up, Alfredo? Did I just play you? Sticky purple, huh? Is this a Charizard deck? Looks like it is. Playing against a Charizard EX Pidgeot deck, going second, and I have a strong opening hand with Cherubi, a Level Ball, and a Research. Probably won't need to put Squawkabilly down into play since I do have that Research to get the game started. That's nice. If my opponent attacks first, they'll be attacking with a Pokemon that I can knock out for 2 prizes. Really, in an odd way in this matchup, you don't really care about being the first one to take a prize. You just need to be the first one to take a meaningful knockout. So that's what we're going to try to do. Lost City is fine. Really wish I hadn't drawn into my rod. That would be great. We do have Lilligant. There's a Bibarel in the deck. There's a Cherrim in the deck. It's fine. You down. You down. I gotta play this game with 1 rod. Sketch. That's fine. Do find Battle VIP Pass, which we can use for probably Lilligant V and probably Lilligant V and another Toedscruel, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then we can go Snorlax. And I think I probably save the rope. Yeah, we'll just pass. And then we'll see what they've got for us next turn. We've got a strong little turn 2 set up, ready to pop off. We've got Cherrim, which can accelerate energy into play with Spring Bloom. We've got Lilligant V, which can evolve into Lilligant V-Star and go get us all the energy we could possibly want. Well, let's see if they've got Ultra Ball for, like, I don't know, Pidgeot, Rare Candy Pidgeot, Quick Search, that kind of thing. Or if they have to go like Luminion for Arven. That kind of usually sets the whole deck up too. This matchup is funny because both of us are capable of one-hit KOing each other. Since Charizard EX is weak to grass, funny enough, I can one-hit KO them very easy. I can also hit 280 damage to knock out this Pidgeot EX, since 280 is my damage ceiling. But they can also one-hit KO me. At the end of the game, Charizard EXs are a huge threat and can one-hit KO my Toedscruels. And I also got to look out for cards like Entei V and Radiant Charizard, which are both Fire-type and hit me for weakness. Getting Iono'd, which is just fine. I would rather be Iono'd than bossed this turn. And I find Judge and some grass energy. Unfortunately, I do not have a Cherrim. If I could top deck a Cherrim or Lilligant V-Star, that would be fantastic. As I would love to... You gonna take the knockout with Charmander? Do it. That's so sick. Gonna Lost Zone my fella? No, you're gonna go Rare Candy Charizard? No, you're Ultra Balling away a Charizard and a Rod for another... Okay, all right, I get it. And you are gonna take that knockout with the Charmander, aren't you? You savage. You... You monster. All right, fine. So I guess I got to send in the Snorlax, huh? Don't love that. I'm kind of asking for a lot here. Yeah. Okay. So, in a weird way, it's like, yeah, I have it guaranteed if I just go Ultra Ball for, and I think I just do that, right? I've got Judge for next turn. Just gonna do that. No, not Bibero. We just go get the guy. We get the guy, guarantee the thing. We do that. And Star Perfume. And I got Judge for next turn. That's fine. We get this guy. A few Grass Energy. Another one of those. Sure. It's good. And there's Cherim. And there's Toedscruel. And we're going to Spring Bloom. Short. One over there. Okay. Take a dump. 180 damage. It's pretty good. Single prize Snorlax. Like to see it. And we've got Research. Snorlax is still asleep. If they go in with, I guess it's like, it's a little bit tough because I just used my V-Star. And if they go in with Charizard EX, I mean, it's not going to be that hard to take a knockout. I will just need to find a decent amount of Grass Energy. But it is kind of annoying that they were able to take the first knockout with a single prizer because now they put a lot of pressure on me since I wasn't able to take a first meaningful knockout of two prizes. Like, they're technically going to be ahead in the race. But the question is, do they want to waste a whole Charizard to take out the Snorlax, right? Like, do they? They already got a Rare Candy and a Charizard in the discard pile. And they got a Rod and 2 Fires. Which is... that's a lot. I mean, they could certainly get into a tough situation. Having to jam a Charizard here. Yeah, they actually can't Charizard, right? Because they evolved this into Charmeleon, and that was their only Charmander last turn, I think. So that could give me an opportunity to skip ahead. If I don't wake up, though, I will have to find a switch card. Snorlax is always sleeping, dude. So we've got Judge and Research. I mean, at this point, with Pidgeot up, it's like they can find whatever they want every turn. Which is frustrating. We're down 1 Rod. Okay, and it's just going to be a retreat to Mew and do a Mysterious Tail thing. So they're just kind of trying to set up for the late game. If I can go back onto even prizes, though, then all I have to do is go like Pidgeot Charizard game, right? Wake up. Wake up. Yes. Let's go. Stay woke, Snorlax. Stay woke, buddy. Iono or Judge. It's got to be Research. Just set up as much as possible. We go attach that there for turn. Don't believe I'll need those. Level Ball. thin that out of the deck. Ultra Ball those. Get a Bibarel, check with my energy, my boss, my rope, my switch, 6 energy left. No rod. Rod is prized. It's fine. Go here. Gloves. Toedscruel. And draw. It's pretty good. Spring Bloom. There. And there. And Thumping Snore. Well, let's go. Lost zone that thing and take my prize. So now I'm up a prize, which is big. I've got a very solid board state. Taking 2 prizes, it means that Charizard is hitting 240 damage. So if my opponent plays like Defiance Band, they could go Defiance Band, boss up Toedscruel, and knock it out, right? I mean, it's like possible. I spread all of my energy out so that if my opponent decides to boss up Cherim and knock it out, that I can't really get punished. Because I could just bench Cherubi, attach a grass to it, and then I have like a fully kind of loaded board or whatever. Or bench Cherubi, you know, attach grass to Toedscruel, and then I'm like more or less good to go. But now that I'm up a prize, I think that we're in a very good position. They've got the rare candy Charizard. They can use Infernal Rain. That's cool. I do have 2 switch cards still in the bottom 15 cards of my deck, so even if they decide to do some, you know, cheeky things, they're going to go for the Lilligant, which is fine. And they have the Choice Belt. They don't have Defiance Band, so they can't hit the 270 for Toedscruel. They can hit the 270 for Lilligant, though, and that's okay. Lilligant has already done her job, so I'm not worried about that. We'll just send up the Toedscruel, and we want to have boss for game. Right? Like, I kind of need to, and I have 2 boss in the deck, so that's fine. I really was hoping that I didn't top deck that one there, but that's okay. We'll just put that down and research. And then we just want to get as established as possible with our board, right? So we've got grass here. Level ball. Let's look. We've still got 3 grass in deck, which is good. No more Pokemon in deck, which is problematic because in order to hit 280, I need 1 more Pokemon. But I did prize my rod, so maybe I can find it. Okay, that's fine. And then Spring Bloom. Actually, can I back out of that? I can't back out of that. That's so sick. All right, it's fine. Yeah, actually, because I need to manually attach to my active, but it's cool. I've got 3 left in the deck, so I will find one. Or my switch. Draw 4. There we go. So we do that. And then we Colony Rush, and we're just saying, okay, I need to find my rod or a basic Pokemon off of these 2. Ta-da! There we go. Chilling. So with that rod rip, we are in a situation now where I can put a basic Pokemon from my discard pile back into the deck, and that will allow me to hit 280 damage. I Ultra Balled away the Iono because the only supporter card that I want is Boss's Orders to take out this Pidgeot for game. right? It's all we really want. We're anticipating that my opponent is going to go probably like Iono, Radiant Charizard, Knockout Toedscruel. That's like their best play right now, right? Is force an odd prizer, force me to have knockout on Pidgeot EX for game, right? Which is not going to be easy. If there's not like if they Iono me here, that's going to be really tough. And they can't Iono, so that's huge. Which pretty much shores it up for me. They probably had to quick search for part of the combo, I have to imagine. They didn't have the Charizard, the energy, and all of that in hand. They got Charizard. Do they have energy left in deck? They're probably very low on energy at this point, I think. Got 4 or 5. They should have a few. Left. And here they go. Yep. So they've got everything built up that they need to try and finish off the game. Radiant Charizard, Combustion Blast, 500 damage because of weakness, but they were not able to disrupt my hand. And since they did evolve this Charizard into play, actually all I need is this boss's orders. And I've got it. So there we go. Spring Bloom. But I could have knocked out the Pidgeot too, which would have been sick, honestly. But here we go. Boss up Charizard. And Colony Rush, 480. GG's. You just got screwed. Broken Toedscruel. All right, uno mas. Now, the gloves are broken. I've never used them, but they're theoretically broken. Hypothetically, the gloves are broken. I'm not able to play in League tonight. I got to record Tag Team, unfortunately. I wish. But I've got a podcast to do. Arctura. Oh, man, this matchup should be so good. Why do I have to get rid of both my rods? Why is life nothing but pain? You play a card like Super Rod so that you can recover your resources, and then you have to research them both away. Now, thankfully, that was one heck of a top deck. So I've got this Battle VIP pass, which means that I don't think they're going to knock out my Toedscruel turn 2. So I can Battle VIP pass for Cherubi and Lilligant. And then I can kind of just chill here and say, next turn, I'm going to go Lilligant V-Star on you. Now, I did see that they were playing Path to the Peak in their deck. So they could turn off my abilities with a Path. But I also saw that they're playing Duraludon. So, I mean, like, it might just be like a one-of Path situation. Because they've got Duraludon. And I'm getting Iono. Oh, yeah. Dude, you totally saved my rods, man. This is the worst game I've ever played, bro. This is so depressing. Man! What the heck, bro? I'm so upset right now. Bro. I only play 13 energy. I mean, that's 6 of them in a row is preposterous. That's half the deck's energy right there. Well, you're no fun. What a... Man. I was so excited to get Iono'd out of my rods. You saved me. Man, bro. This matchup is so good, too. All I have to do is, I don't know, not get Iono'd into 6 energy. This is such a good matchup. This is so sad, bro. All right, they're building up their Dura. Okay. That's fine. All right, guys, that's it for the stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you had a great time and are ready for some Paradox Rift this time tomorrow. Earlier, actually. Tomorrow morning, Paradox Rift. We've got Paradox Rift tomorrow morning. Courtesy of the Pokemon Company International. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Okay? Paradox Rift. We don't even know the whole set list for this thing. And I am allowed to open this product at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So, 9 a.m. I'll see y'all here for some Paradox Rift stuff. Thank you all so much for watching the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed the Goldango EX video on YouTube and had a chance to check that out. I'm very proud of how that turned out. So hopefully you liked it. Again, make sure to check out fullgripgames.com for all the best Pokemon trading card game singles and sealed product. Supporting the shop at fullgripgames.com directly supports the content that I create here on Tricky Jim. Also, Dragon Shield, their website. Good place to buy sleeves. You should do that too. All right, I'm out of here. See ya.